Welcome to class, how to get lucky. All right, keep your hand up. Kiera, are you here? Kiera?
They all look like they live where I grew up. I went to a school with 30% white people. That's why I'm so cool. That's why black people like me so much.
Off rip, do streamers make too much money? No. No?
Probably. It's fairly low effort. Maybe I should start a podcast with my wife. Lesson 1, e-beg.
1 million people applied to Streamer U. And I got one more surprise for you all.
All right.
Most of you will fail.
Ludwig is right, but never believe it, dude. You have to be ready to get a real job at every moment while also being like, I'm gonna succeed.
Let's talk about how much I made. How did I pay for all of that? 1.1 mil.
That's in a month or a year. We did actually pretty well in June. Apparently we did about...
Someone who steals an idea makes you their ceiling. They will not be bigger than you until they do shit better than you.
That is an interesting thing to hear, man, because again, like I'm doing React content, you know, I'm probably hit a ceiling. Maybe I need to really consider what something different could be. I didn't expect it, but like this is like a very interesting VOD to watch. All right, silly gooses, it's time to start. I'm really... Actually, I'm looking forward to watching this. This is a little different. I'm a little burnt out on some of the stuff we've been watching. I'm trying to do a little more fun stuff. Like I like the Alex Mayer segment was cool. So this looks interesting. It's Ludwig doing Streamer University. I saw some of his metrics. They're insane. Good for him. You know, it feels like maybe last year we're a little too terminally online. Give this guy a little too much slack, considering how successful he is. I don't know. So yeah, this is just part of the stream where he does a little sit down with the class. You know, he looks pretty good too. I wonder if he's going to try to groom one of his students. That wouldn't be good. You know, unless you're writing a fan fiction, that might be kind of hot, but we're not doing that here. Anyway, quick plugs. You guys know the deal. Papa Gut memberships. Small Gut, $2 a month. You get access to the members only Discord where you can chat with some very terminally online people and send recommendations. And then also my live streams, they go on members only afterwards. You get access to that. Medium Gut, you get access to all that, plus all this stuff. It's $5 a month. This is members only videos. I'm aiming for three a week. You know, cool stuff. Podcast with my wife is going to start pushing this more and more. We're having a baby. It's our most recent episode. Probably going to film one tomorrow. Don't jinx me. Really, I love doing content with my wife. I love her. And then we have stickers. They're really cool. Take a look at them. All links in description. We got that going. That was your first lesson, by the way, to everybody who wants to be a streamer. Barrage your audience with e-begging. E-beg. Lesson 1, eBay. No, I'm just kidding. I fucking hate doing the plugs, but I'm having a daughter. So I feel like I need to start doing a little more. But anyway, let's get this shit farted up.
Yo, if you hear my voice, clap once.
This is so cringe. He's doing like the teacher thing. I get it. I understand the bit. It's silly, like, but it's like cringe, you know?
My voice, clap twice.
Whoa.
Welcome to class, how to get lucky, 201.
Damn, kids are walking out. It's fucked up.
Guys, today's
Fucked up.
lecture is going to be different than yesterday's.
All right.
I'll go over some of the same things. It's mostly going to be new stuff.
Cool.
If you heard about yesterday's class, it will
Is everybody walking around? I guess it's Streamer University. I guess everybody's expected to stream. They must have some fucking crazy internet for you to be able to do that.
not be the same thing. Can I see? Is Isabella?
Unironically, like who's did they say who's like doing the internet for the event? Because that's fucking preposterous.
Here.
Yeah.
All right, keep your hand up. Kiera, are you here? Kiera?
Why is it all girls? They all look a little they all look like they live where I grew up. I went to a school with 30% white people, so that's why I'm so cool. That's why black people like me so much. They're like, hey, this guy's cool. You know what I'm saying? They don't like me anymore because I pointed it out. So let's move on.
All right, Isabella, I need you to stay after class.
Why?
We'll talk about it after class.
I told you the grooming. The grooming is starting. I'm kidding.
Oh my.
See, I told you these.
Future's female. True. Look at it. It's in reverse, but
Because you are the only person here who did the homework assignment.
what? What is the homework assignment?
I assigned you all homework last night, Isabella.
The internet wasn't good. People's streams are crashing. Well, that seemed like a missed opportunity to have like Verizon or something do it.
The only one who submitted it. What is the question?
But the mobile app was down. We couldn't submit. I couldn't submit mine.
I understand that, and I know it was down, and I trust you all. This is just the only person who was able to figure it out in this class. I want to reward that, so just stay after class.
Has anyone ever considered just using like the internet on their actual phone, like instead of the Wi-Fi, or what?
For me, if you would, Isabella. There is a new homework assignment. We will talk about it. You should be able to do it in class. It's very easy. If you can't submit it on the app, that's all right. It's ultimately
Oh, the app was down. Oh, okay.
the homework's for you guys. All right, y'all. I had this question on the board. Anyone have thoughts on this? Off rip. Do streamers make too much money? No. No?
Probably. Probably, yeah.
No! You thought that was gonna work, right?
Huh?
Who, me?
I heard we make more than rappers.
More than rappers?
I heard that.
Do you think that makes sense?
I think it do.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends. What a weirdly loaded question. I never really thought about it. Do streamers make a lot? Like, I mean, most streamers don't make any money, right? When do you call yourself a streamer? Like, I guess I can call myself a streamer. I make a decent amount of money, and I have a couple people working for me. So I guess, I mean, what does a streamer do? I mean, I do React content. That's fairly low effort. Thankfully, I have just such a handsome voice, you know? Maybe I should start a podcast with my wife, Robin Dan. Look at that. That was a good organic plug. I guess it depends. I mean, like, if you look at some of the top streamers, I'm not like a huge Kai Cenat fan. It just doesn't resonate with me. It's very loud. I'm old. I get very irritated with loud stuff. But he does get a lot of collabs and people coming on, and he'll do different like IRL stuff and whatever. So like, it seems like he puts in more effort than a lot of other streamers to try to do some nice stuff. I mean, then you have some gaming streamers, and like, playing games is fun, but you know, a lot of the work is getting yourself clipped up and putting it out there. So I don't know. I mean, I don't really care. I feel like streamers, I think it's fine to make as much money. I just feel like, I mean, I'm not going to get fucking woke or anything. But we need a better tax structure, because if you're making a lot of money, I mean, you should be taxed so we could do something with that money that's more productive than giving it to some fucking idiot. You know what I mean?
I think it do.
Okay.
I feel like I just cashed like 200K last night. Bro.
Whoa.
200K?
I don't think, bro.
Last night?
Bro.
That's crazy. I don't really believe it, but that's crazy.
Damn! That's pretty good. All right. Really, we think streamers make a lot, right? Streamers make a lot. We know streamers make a lot of money. I think we've heard this before. Guys, today we're going to talk
Some do, sure.
a little bit about that, and something I think a few of you in this class are dealing with. Guys, today, the class is stop clip farming and start making money.
Okay. Okay. That's good advice. I mean, it's funny because like the headline sounds dumb, but because you need to make clips. But clip farming is when you're intentionally making a clip where you're like, you know, or rather, I mean, like when I talk, sometimes I talk in clips. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you guys. Maybe it's annoying. I've never heard a complaint about it. I mean, I do it because obviously clips are important, but I'm not like clip farming. Does that make sense? Like I might be like, oh, what I'm about to say, I think I have something. I want to put this up. I want people to see it or potentially see it. But clip farming is when you do some obnoxious, dumbass shit where you just like, you know, I don't know, you shock your dog or something, or you talk about how bad brown people are, you know, just for the attention of it. You want to be shocking and provocative. And that just kind of locks you into just being a constant obnoxious fuck. It sucks though, because I don't like doing that. So I feel like, I mean, listen, there's like 100 reasons why I'm not more successful, but then again, there's also 100 reasons why I'm more successful than other people, right? So it's like, what, you know, I should be appreciative. But it's just one of those things where like it seems like there's a bunch of just a sea of fucking people doing the most outlandish, outrageous shit, and they're willing to do it because they don't really care about like their credibility. I don't know if that's the right word, or their credibility. They could just be obnoxious and still be credible. I just can't do it, dude. It's fucking, I can't clip farm. I can't be obnoxious and fucking stupid as hell. You know? But I feel like it's more consistent. I mean, in my defense, I've been making content since the end of 2020. This has been my career since the end of 2020. And we're reaching the end of 2026. So 6 years. I mean, that's pretty good. I think that's a decent career so far. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to have a obnoxiously positive attitude. It's actually been helping. It's been helping a pretty decent amount, because sometimes you go through waves as a content creator. You're gonna have your ups and downs, and sometimes you're just like, ah. So I've been trying to be like obnoxiously confident, talk myself through it. I mean, what's the alternative? Like I just like, oh, you know, shit all, I mean, I guess I could just shit all over myself.
Okay. A lot of you guys here are great at farming clips. You get millions of views, you get more views than me, but you're not making money equivalent to maybe the attention that you are receiving. We're going to unpack why. We're gonna start talking
I think it's advertisements, which I also don't have. Maybe I should try to reach out to do something like that.
about how to build a larger audience, a larger community, people who watch you long form, not just your clips.
Yeah, 6 years is a wild time. Hell yeah.
Also, real quick, one more round of applause for yourselves. Congratulations, everybody. You guys
She's on her fucking phone, dude. What is she, a content creator? Doing content?
accomplished a lot. I think you should be proud of
This guy's in a fucking wheelchair, man.
yourselves.
That doesn't matter. I don't know why I didn't. That's not really relevant. I just noticed it. It's like a thing like, oh, look, there's this guy standing over here with a camera, you know?
If you don't know, these are the facts. 92% of people go live once, they never go live again.
Wow.
That is 92% of all of Twitch. They only go live one time. So if you've gone live twice, you're in the top 10%. 20 viewers is the amount of viewers you need to be in the top 1%. Raise of hands. Who's got 20 viewers?
Wow. That's pretty good.
You're a 1%. 1%. 1%. 1%. You are all 1%ers. All right. Next.
What was yeah, excuse me. Oh, that's on Twitch specifically, but I imagine it's similar to YouTube. I wonder how, like, what's the success range of the people that are in Streamer University?
Guys, 1 million people applied to Streamer U, and you are the few who made it in. One more round of applause. And I got one more surprise for you all.
All right.
Most of you will fail.
Dude, it's true. But it's not. No, you won't. Don't. This is the thing. Ludwig is right, but never believe it, dude. You have to be painfully optimistic if you want to be a content creator. Being a content creator is like, you know, especially a streamer, it is such a, it's weird to say. It's such a privilege, right? I've been doing this for 6 years. And it's easier than like any job I've ever done. You know, and one of those things is that it's nice to know that, like, generally, if you put more effort into something, you can yield more. Whereas, like, you know, the last job I was at, it wasn't the case. You know, I was just getting my ass beat out of a fucking blue collar job. But I mean, you know, you're gonna have your highs and you're gonna have your lows, and the highs feel so good, and they're almost so good they're bad, because then you hit those lows and you just want to fucking shit all over yourself. It's terrible. So you have to be kind of painfully optimistic, and try to maintain consistency while this is what gets like annoying. You have to maintain consistency while also experimenting, but not experimenting too much, because, you know, you might be doing something that works, and then maybe you have like a little bit of lull, and maybe there's environmental things. Maybe people are burnt out on the type of content that you're making or something. And if you change too much, you know, when people come back around for that type of content, you could have really fucked yourself, you know? Like if you're a political person, sometimes people are just burnt out on politics. Or if you're like a, you know, fucking certain type of gaming streamer, you don't want to make drastic shifts, but you still need to experiment. It's fucking annoying. It's so hard to teach. You know, you kind of have to use your intuition and learn how to be a content creator, and kind of develop a strategy and like stay consistent and try to like hunker down through the tough parts, and then try to like, sometimes you got to know when you got to make some productive changes and whatnot. I don't know. So, but no, you can't. You have to like not believe. You have to be ready to get a real job at every time, at every moment, while also being like, I'm going to succeed. You have to be confident. Confidence is key. You know what I mean? You can unironically like force yourself to be successful in life by just believing you will, which sounds like weird, but it's kind of true. It's like having an optimistic attitude, because the way that your perception of the world is a reflection, like you put that out into the world. So if you're a miserable fuck, people are just not going to like you. But if you're like optimistic and you're feeling good about it, you're pleasant to be around, people like you more, you have a higher chance of being successful, you know, but people liking you is good. And then, but you know, what's so weird is like for me, and I think a lot of other people have this in there, is that like, I don't want to be painfully optimistic or confident, because what if I'm wrong? That's what it gets me. Because it's like, oh, but what if I'm wrong? And then I'm going to feel stupid. But like, if that's like one of the biggest things that pull people back, is feeling stupid, then maybe stop caring too much about feeling stupid. You know, there's a lot of people out there that have fun because they're not afraid to look kind of dumb. And I want to be one of those people to some degree. I still want to have productive shame. I'm not trying to go outside in a fucking Speedo you know, just because I like the way that the sun hits my booty cheeks. But I want to be able to do some stuff and then be a little goofy. And I've actually learned that in my relationship with my wife. My wife and I will go out in couples outfits. We'll wear like a, you know, our Valentine's Day shirt. It's a day like a Daisy and Donald, or we'll dress because we're pregnant now, so we'll dress as in like a pregnancy thing, where like maybe I'll have a shirt on that's like I'm a silly goose, like a silly goose with a top hat on, and then she's wearing like expecting a silly goose. So, you know, you got to learn to be. I guess that's what it comes down to. You got to learn to be willing to look silly. Yeah.
Guys, most of you are gonna fail.
No.
What do I mean by fail? Did you feel like you made it when you went to Streamer U? Do you feel like you got an opportunity that you can grasp and you might skyrocket?
Yes, I did.
Who the fuck are these people?
You might have felt that. You got excited. Yeah. That won't happen for most of you. Here are the stats. Last year's Streamer U.
Jesus Christ.
That's real shit.
This is
Damn, he's got the last year's Streamer U, huh?
last year. People who attended 2025 Streamer U. I looked at their viewership a month before Streamer U.
Right.
Then I looked at the viewership last month.
Right.
On average, that whole group's down 287 viewers. That whole group.
What does that mean? Like overall or per person? I don't understand.
Right? The median.
Oh, this is the average viewership change. Damn, so they're down an average of per person? Or is that overall? Damn.
Okay? That's the person in the middle. You slash off the biggies, you slash off the lowest. Okay?
Okay.
They gained 4 viewers. 4 viewers, that's it.
Okay.
Streamer U, 4 viewer change after a year. 56% of all participants lost viewers or only gained single-digit viewers. That's year over year, okay? So this opportunity, this once-in-a-lifetime miracle, for most of you, it ain't gonna mean shit. It'll be a cool memory.
Yeah.
All right? But that's all it will ever be. Maybe you made extra money this weekend. Congratulations. You got a few thousand in the bank. Ron probably is getting $250,000. That's nice. But that's all it will be. It will not effectively change.
So interesting to me. Being a streamer is so fucking weird. Because it's just like, I don't know. I mean, I stream, but I feel like I'm not a streamer. I'm like a video creator. I make my videos on the stream or whatever. Like I react to stuff and you know, give my commentary. But then I make it like a video. I just feel like streaming itself is like fucking crazy. I couldn't imagine like coming on and doing a stream. I don't know. Like leaving that up and like that being like my main way, getting donations from people. I don't know. That seems strange to me. You know, at the very least, all these people that are here that are like streaming, at least they're learning to content create. So if they do, we'll say fail. I don't know if that's the right word, but let's say they don't do well, they fail. They can still go and like work a regular job and potentially monetize it. Like if you're a fucking welder, you can do welding content. You can literally just film yourself welding and then you could talk over it. I'm not even kidding. People might be interested, you know? So this is something that they'll be like, oh, I feel confident. I might as well do it. You know what I mean? So they can go be like a welder and they can make like another fucking $50,000 a year just doing welding content on the side or something.
Your life. Jason, because honestly, there's things Ron can learn and you can always learn at any level.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, that's the bad news. That's the bad news. All right,
Bad
but we
news
want to
first.
be different. We want to be the ones who succeed. How do we do that? First off, we have to ask ourselves an honest question. Raise your hand by show of hands. Do you want to be a streamer?
No. Stop bullying. You fucking guys are bullying me right now for not saying I'm not a streamer. Okay, for sure. I want to be a streamer. I don't know. I want to do this. I like talking to people. I like talking. I like talking in general. That's it. I can't shut I literally will not shut up. To my detriment sometimes, you know. But.
By show of hands, do you want to be a streamer? All right.
Who the hell is this guy? What the hell? I would have sat in the back. I'm not saying he's ugly. I'm just saying I'm also ugly, you know, but not him. I would have sat in the back over here. Could you imagine, man, being like fucking 35 years old, sitting there, listening, being fat as hell, just sitting there listening? You know, I'd wear a sweater to try to hide my fatness. You know, nah, I'm just kidding. I would just say fuck it. I would free hang. That's like free bleeding, but with a big belly, you know?
Now, we're going to sit on this for a moment. Do you want to be a streamer? This question about it.
Yeah.
Because maybe you don't actually want to be a streamer. You want
That's the drummer, dude. He's a top streamer. Oh, that's cool. Listen, I don't know everybody, bro. All right.
to have what streaming can get you.
Can we get Ludwig to do a tiered stream review on who the #1 pop goat is? That's crazy.
But there are quicker, better, more efficient ways to do that. Maybe you actually just want to be rich. Maybe you want a large social media following. Maybe you want to have a creative outlet. Streaming might not be the best path to do this. Now,
Okay.
I think when people talk about streamers,
Off Strummers OP. That's cool. Oh, he does drumming content. That's pretty cool. That's cool. I'm a little jealous of that. You know what I mean? That's cool. God bless.
we talk about the big guys, talk about the Kais, we talk about the Speeds. That's awesome. That is a very small number of all streamers.
Yeah.
That is
And it's hard. And listen, I can't do it because I've tried so hard. I can't turn my skin darker. It's terrible. I just burn and I have to go to the hospital.
realistically not going to be you. I have 3 examples for us today. I have a top.
I don't think he's not wrong. I feel like it's a little too mean. I feel like it should just be more. I don't know. It just feels like a little targeted. Like that's probably true. It's like when people are like, "Oh, you know, when you have a kid, you're not gonna have any time for this or that." It's like that might be true, but shut the fuck up. You don't have to be so fucking negative about it. You know, I'm happy. Don't try to spoil my sport. You know what I'm saying?
100 streamer in the world. I have a top 1,000 streamer in the world, and I have a top 10,000 streamer in the world. I'm gonna show you guys all their revenue and their viewership. We're gonna pocket watch, guys. We're gonna start off with Mr. Number 95, guys. We were starting off. Excuse me, with myself.
Wow, category athlete. That's funny. Is that? I feel like he's being a little silly, but that's okay. Cool.
I'm going to show you how much money I make. I'm the 95th biggest streamer on Twitch. I also stream on YouTube. It doesn't include that, but I'm like maybe top 100, somewhere in there, right? These are my metrics. If they line up with
But to hit that humble brag.
yours, okay, then your revenue will probably be similar to mine. I don't stream nearly as much as some other guys. I have 9,500 subs. All right. For me specifically, okay, we're going to go through some expenses that I have. Here's my expenses. This is just the month of June. Everything here is for the month of June. Payroll,
Damn.
$225,000. That is for the 15 employees that I have. Next,
Hey, 15 or 50 employees that he has. 50? That enough money per month? About $5,000 a month. That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
travel, $55,000. That's a higher number than normal. I ran an event. I had to fly a bunch of streamers out. That's that travel expense. Next up, events. That is the production of the event.
69?
Nice. Next, marketing. Again, similar for the event. It's another $10,000.
What does he consider marketing? Like, is that doing clip stuff too?
Final total
It sounds like 15, but it might be crazy. Maybe it is 15. I don't know.
for the month of June is just the expenses, what I spent. $359,000. Wow. This was just for the month of June, yes. Question.
That's exactly what a 9-to-5 would make in a year, but yours is good.
That is way more than most 9-to-5 makers in a year, yeah.
This is a month, though, right? This is a month? Dude, is that Lacey guy? It's just a weird cut to him.
All right. Now
Is this per month, right? Am I fucking crazy that this is per month?
the fun part, guys. Now's the fun part.
Jesus Christ.
How much do you get to make? How much do you get to make, y'all? All right, this was the event that I did, by the way. That's why some of the costs were higher. The payroll's normal. I did an event called MCSR Ranked. World Championships is a Minecraft speedrunning event. Anyway, let's talk about how much I made. How did I pay for all of that? Well, good news for me. Merch sales. I got $7,800.
Yeah, no, my understanding is there's not a whole lot of money in merch, but it's more about getting like your brand out there. So, should I work harder for merch? Probably. Guys, I'm just waiting for Alex the Fiction to decide to drop some hats. I don't know.
Not bad. YouTube. That's just the YouTube revenue. This includes YouTube live streams, shorts, and videos. 270,000. Twitch gonna be smaller for me, guys. I do not make as much on Twitch. 57,000. I only run about 6 minutes of ads an hour. I have 9,500 subs. That's about what you make for that.
That's crazy.
The biggest bulk of my money, though, I made a pivot in my life. I decided I wanted to stop being viewer funded. All right, I did a subathon. I had the most subs any streamer did.
I can respect that. I don't like necessarily being viewer funded. Like I like when you guys donate, but I try to offer something, and I'm really not trying to like do like the whole beg thing. That's why I try to do like video content. You know.
I had like an average of 20, 30,000 subscribers. I ran a higher density of ads. And then I said, you know what? I don't feel
Well, so
good
far
as
he
a
hasn't broken
multi-millionaire getting these people to pay me money. I didn't like getting 100 gifts. It made me feel weird. I'm going to start pivoting to get most of my bread from sponsors. That's the biggest cut of this. Okay, I'm a Red Bull athlete. I have an AT&T sponsorship, and I also have an Alienware partnership. These are long-term partnerships. All right, and I do one-off deals as well, as you guys do. This number's 800,000.
I feel like I got to figure out this sponsorship thing. because my metrics don't really look the same. Like, I don't even know if I had it off the top of my head. I mean, I don't have anywhere near the same expenses. But goddamn, we did actually pretty well in June. What the fuck? Apparently, we did about 14,400 on YouTube, and then I made like $3,000 on TikTok, so like 17,000, 17 and a half. And then I pay a percentage. I just do percentages for my employees. But damn, could you imagine I over doubled that just with ad? Like, what the fuck do I do? How do you do fucking ads, dude? God damn it! All I do is fucking ad revenue. What do I do? What the hell do I do? What the fuck, dude? I don't know. That sucks. It's like, what ads can I even like ask for? I don't want to like sell out and start doing fucking Foom ads or whatever. I want to like, I don't know. I can't do so. Listen, I like Dr. Squash. I like their soap. You think I should start? Maybe I should start reaching out to people. Maybe I'm being fucking stupid. Maybe I'm just dumb as hell. You gotta do it. DM every company you like. I do. August is just saying that because she knows I would give them a cut of the sponsorships too. Maybe I really should though. That'd be fucking crazy.
Okay. So the total you can break June 1.1 mil. Okay. Now this is the flashy number. This is the top 100. Why am I showing you this? It is not just a.
That's $1 million. That's $1 million a month, dude.
Flex, although I am flexing. It is because this is what you
I don't blame him for flexing, honestly. I don't blame him at all.
get to see. This is what people love to show you. They love to show you the top 100. But you guys aren't top 100. Not all of you, at least. Some of you in this room are. Maybe you want to be. Maybe you'll get there. What does Miss Top 1000 look like?
Oh, he started at the top and now he's going down. Okay.
I'm keeping this person anonymous. These stats are real, though. This person is a gamer. They average 1,200 viewers. All right? They stream 130 hours. Their sub count is 1,600. And
All right. So my average viewers have got to be on a live stream. I'm gonna jerk myself off and say 300 tops. I don't even know how to see that. But yeah, dude, my fucking average live stream viewers are like dookie diarrhea, baby. That's one thing I will say. I'm very fortunate that I have, like, I don't really get a lot of live stream viewers, and I don't really try to get a lot of live stream viewers. I wouldn't even know how to fucking show that on the stream. But yeah, I don't even know. But like, I say maybe 250 to 300 live stream viewers. I don't do a whole lot of live stuff. Like, I don't really push my lives in the same way. I have no idea how to look at that metric. But we did pretty well regardless. So let's see what.
if you go to Twitch Tracker, you guys can all do this later, by the way. TwitchTracker.com. Look up your Twitch channel name. They will tell you what number you are.
130-hour stream. What do I stream? I want to say I stream 20 hours a week. That's in a month or a year.
If your number is lower, they might tell you what percentile you are in. Okay, top 0.5%, top 0.4%.
You guys are the best fans, true.
Whatever. Anyway, this is a real person who is in the top 1,000. They're not exactly 1,000, but they're close to it. Right. This is all of their viewership. All right, how much do they make? How much does a top 1,000 streamer get? Sponsorships, $0.
Damn.
Asked them why. They said they think their agency's ass. They haven't had a deal. Okay, it's a much different number. YouTube, 150.
What does that mean?
Only 150. They're not posting really long form videos. They're mostly doing shorts. There's not a lot of revenue coming from the YouTube. They're more of a streamer than a creator with multiple verticals.
This seems really dumb to me because, like, watching Ludwig talk about this, I obviously like need to start doing some kind of sponsorship thing and figuring that out. But, you know, for me, I really, this is the biggest streamer problem. Like, and I think that people that do streaming really have to fix this. Is not providing any long form content. It has to be one of the stupidest fucking things I've ever seen in my entire life. Especially as a streamer who makes but your stream is long form content. The laziest way to do this is to just like re-upload your VOD onto YouTube after you're done. The smarter way to do it is to dual stream from Twitch onto YouTube as well and leave the live up. You know, the other ways to do it is you could take segments from your full live and you could put them up on YouTube as some kind of like segments that are like a half hour long or an hour long of something, and then which could help redirect people to watch your actual live stream. But it just seems so dumb. It really seems like you're you're just throwing your shit away by not doing YouTube money. Or like just long form content money, because streams on Twitch especially, I just feel like are kind of fleeting. They kind of disappear. You really should be getting some YouTube shit going on. It makes no fucking sense to me. Or else you're basically just like e-begging to some degree for Twitch side. And I doubt that, like, I don't know if they're like e-begging, like please do it, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I like to provide some kind of long term shit.
All right, Twitch, 10,000. That's a good amount of money. That's comparable to what I'm making. I'm making 10,000 as well. All right. And if you go back to the hours a week, that was your question. They stream 130 hours.
That's fucking crazy. So apparently, apparently by this logic, I am more successful than the top 1,000 Twitch streamers. Like, what the fuck? Well, I guess that makes me kind of feel good. They call me Mr. 1000, and not because I'm fat, you fucking assholes, okay? Okay? Not because I'm fat. Maybe a little because I'm fat, but mostly because I'm pretty successful. You know what? This video made me feel a little bit better about myself. Slightly. You know, because as a content creator, it's easy to look at like all the really successful people and go like, fuck, dude. Like, you know, sometimes I get down on myself, and not in a good way. Like, I have such a big belly, I can't even reach the tip. But I mean, you look at, and it's a girl, which, you know, maybe she doesn't take her boobs out, and she could probably quadruple that money. But to see like, okay, as a content creator, I am doing a little bit better than, you know, the top 1,000. It's like, okay, maybe we're not in such a bad spot, you know?
130 hours.
A week or month?
For the month, this is all the month of June. So in total, this top 1,000 streamer made $10,250. That's a good amount of money, right? Yeah. You make $100K a year being a streamer. That's not bad. All right, well, let's go one further. Let's go to top 10,000, Mr. 10,000. This streamer is a variety streamer. It's a real person. It's real stats. They average 150 viewers. Maybe some of you in this room average a similar amount. They streamed 180 hours, the most of me or top 1,000.
I'm wondering if they're doing better or worse. I wonder if they're doing better or worse, because like I wonder if they're more monetizable or they can do sponsorships better.
That's their sub count. That's how many years they've been doing it. All right, let's check the revenue for June. Sponsorship, 700.
Oh shit, good for them.
They actually made some effort to get a deal. That makes sense. They've been doing it 6 years. They have better relationships to get sponsors. YouTube, $0.
I really don't understand. I feel like if you're not trying to take advantage of YouTube, you're just fucking cucking yourself so hard.
Presence at all.
That's not good, man.
Twitch, $3,000. Grand total, $3,700.
It's pretty good.
All right. Now, I need you to put this into perspective. That is a top 10,000 streamer in the world.
Right.
That is not a small streamer. That is a big streamer. How many streamers are there in the world? Anyone have a guess?
5.
Someone give me a guess. 100,000.
Million.
Just in the month of June, how many people went live?
I mean, what would you call a streamer? You know what I mean?
5 million.
Just on Twitch. 5 million?
5 million.
It's not a bad guess, Jason. You're wrong. 6.
I'm sorry, the delivery of that was just so funny. Not a bad guess, Jason. You're wrong. You know what I mean? It's funny, but it was a good guess, actually.
2 million people.
That's on Twitch too, right? On Twitch?
And that guy
Is that just Twitch? Yeah.
better than 6.24 million. Top 10,000. And how much is he making? 3,000. 3,000. They're making about 40K a year, right? Roughly 40K
Well, it's 3,700, but sure, why not?
a year. And that's top 10,000 in the world. Okay? The numbers aren't wrong. People trick you. They say stream makes a lot of money. It does.
Right.
For me. But this whole streaming system is rich gets richer.
Yeah, it's funny though because you get like this is one of the moments where like by the way I don't blame this motherfucker at all for humble bragging. I don't blame him for humble bragging. Well, like this motherfucker is humble bragging, but like he's right. You gotta be smarter. I gotta be more motivated to like find sponsorships or something.
The top makes a fuck ton. When a sponsor wants to do a deal, are they going to small streamers? No.
Probably not.
They're trying to hit up iShow Speed, then they go, that's out of our budget. Then they go down the list.
I should I'm having friends over today. I wonder if one of them could help me with like reaching out to brands. Because I like our friends Christine and David, but I feel like I think Christine does something with like marketing. So I'm like wondering maybe I could ask her some advice on how to like cold approach like a brand I like. I wonder if I could do that.
They go down the list until eventually they're stuck with me. All right? So I just need you guys to internalize this. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you want to be a streamer? Are you happy with the lifestyle? Let's say for the rest of your life, you are a streamer who's the 10,000th biggest streamer in the world. That is a successful streamer.
I mean, if I was this successful for the rest of my life, I think I could be happy with it. I think I could be all right with that. You know? But I would like to be more successful, you know?
You're making 4K a month. All right? Are you happy with that? And fuck no. You're saying fuck no. Okay, but what if that's the reality? Is it only worth it if you're top 100? Or are you happy doing the act itself?
Yeah, I got to get a sponsor that's comfortable with just like a thing, like some kind of a fucking thing over like in the corner of my screen. You know what I'm saying? Just like a you do this. Oh shit! I didn't know you could do that. But just like something that's just like kind of sits here in the corner of my screen. That's like, oh look, sponsored by my smelly balls. They're not really that smelly anymore. I don't think. Baby, how have my balls been smelling? She said they're good. That's why I should get sponsored by Dr. Squash. Unironically, actually, is good. I'm gonna reach out. You think I should reach out to them? Well, you have. What'd you say? No, I feel like I need to reach out myself. All right.
Is what you are actually chasing being.
I wouldn't do DraftKings. You know, it's funny. When it comes, sorry for pausing so much, but also I'm not. Go fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying? I actually like turned off gambling ads, like just passive, you know, like regular advertisements on YouTube. I turned off gambling. That's fucking crazy. I don't care about alcohol, but gambling, I feel like is so destructive. I would never do like a DraftKings or any of that stuff. I think all the fucking gambling shit and the markets are disgusting. Fuck that. I don't use them. You know. And I don't know. It's like, I think one of the worst vices. So, plus I wanted something that I actually enjoy, you know? Yeah, no gambling. I wouldn't do that. That's fucking crazy. That's the problem is like, oh, let me do a sponsorship. Like, I will only do stuff that I like.
Rich, being famous. Or do you enjoy streaming so much that regardless of the amount you make, you would love to do it for that amount of income?
No, I'm not. Like, I like streaming. I mean, this is great. I like the freedom of being able to work for myself and all that. But like, I'd be fine doing some other type of thing if I needed to, you know what I mean? I just like to be able to have a good lifestyle with my wife and you know, our future daughter and shit, you know?
Is it enough that you are full-time, or do you want to hit these higher pursuits? And is streaming actually the path you should take to do that? That's what I'm asking you. Are you trying to be a streamer in 10 years who's making 5K a month? That's the question, and I don't know the answer. You got to ask yourselves. There's some people in here who are streaming for the first time as streamer. Maybe they're trying out. You don't have to be a streamer, y'all. I know it's the buzz, but like... I
feel like for me, I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. I could see myself 5 or 10 years from now still streaming and doing React content, but putting more effort into something else being my primary. You know what I mean? You know, like maybe the podcast with my wife or something. And this is like kind of like my chill side thing where I'm chilling and doing this or whatever. I could see that. Has Adam and Eve reached out to you? They did one time. I did an ad for them. I didn't like it. I don't use stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I would. I'm not like insecure or anything, but like my wife and I don't need it. And we don't enjoy it. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's my problem is that I really wouldn't take a sponsor unless I liked it. And I thought it was a good product and I used it.
There are a bunch of other paths. You can be a YouTuber, you can just be a short form creator, you can be just a social influencer, you could be a real estate mogul if you want to make money. Like there's a lot of other paths you can take in life. You can just work a 9 to 5 as something you're passionate about. You don't have to be a streamer. It's not a guaranteed success. You're not all going to be making millions.
True.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
Except for us guys. Next month is going to be crazy. You know, it will be crazy. I was saying that as a joke. Next month is going to be it, dude. We're going to start making tons of money next month. It's going to be fucking preposterous. I'm going to be a fucking alpha male. Just trying to get some of this ice in here. You know, every time I go to the gym, I'll usually get myself a tea, and then after I'm done, I put water in the tea because there's ice in there, and I paid for it. so I'm gonna get everything out of it.
Does this sound like you? I want to see hands if at any point I'm talking about someone or something you're dealing with. I struggle to handle juggling clips and YouTube and streams. Hands up if that sounds like you. Keep your hands up.
I don't know that I struggle. I mean, I have August and Peeves. Stop. That helped me with the short form stuff. But I will say what I do struggle with is like this one. So my clip channel does really well, but how do I convert long form viewers? That's something that I fucking drives me up a goddamn wall. Because I do really well in short form. Like honestly, if I go and I look at my if I go and okay, sorry. If I go and look at my TikTok right now, sorry, something crazy came up. If I go and look at my TikTok right now, I saw the fucking account warning I have because I don't even know why. Dumbass shit that they censor. I'm just gonna look at my analytics. Yeah, I got 3 million views this week. Just on TikTok. And it's like, holy bazookers, that's a lot of views. And I made a staggering not that much money. So what the fuck? Oh shit. I hope I don't get my ass banned this month. I actually don't. What the fuck is going on? Alright, well I guess I did alright. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, let's not get banned. That's fucking crazy. But I don't know, I just can't convert it into like fucking long form views. I'm struggling with that, you know? I'm struggling with getting and converting it to long form views. And then it makes me think, it's like, you know, I do so well in short form. Like, how do I do more short form? But I just feel like, how do you become a successful short form creator? Because I remember I was getting like 15, 20 million views a month. I was getting 40 million views a month on Instagram. At one point, they were paying me like $2,000. But like even that, like $2,000 for 40 million views, that's fucking kind of shitty. It's like, how do you monetize? I guess you'd have to monetize it with ad revenue, huh? I don't know. You know? But I think that's probably my biggest problem is I focus too much. I gotta stop but I focus too much on like ad revenue and not enough on like sponsors and shit.
Keep your hands up. Yes. Keep your hands up if you guys don't understand how YouTube works. Alright? Yeah. Put your hand up, keep your hand up if this sounds like you.
I think I have a decent
My clips do really well, but I don't know how to convert to long form viewers. I should see more hands up because I looked. 9 of the people in this class, I looked at you guys. You're averaging around maybe 100 to 300 viewers. Your clips are banging. You guys have hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. You got millions of views. You got more views than me on your clips. But they're not converting. Okay? Have you ever wondered why? Yeah. Okay? Let's hear some theories. Who's got a theory?
Well, like realistically speaking, most of the people that are on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and all that other shit, they're really like that's what they like to consume. They like to consume the short form content. I'd say pretty much everybody, let's just say for argument's sake, everybody that consumes short form also does like to consume long form in some capacity. You know, me personally, I mean, I guess I do on my streams, but you know, they might be, and this is how the reality of the world is now, they might have something on in the background on YouTube while they're sitting on their phone scrolling on TikTok. It's super normal, you know. So it's really, how do you get somebody to go and like, oh, I'm gonna make it worth my time? How are you gonna get somebody to go like, oh, I'm gonna go watch this while I'm on fucking TikTok, like on a separate screen? It's tough. And for these guys, it seems especially tough because they don't actually make fucking content on YouTube. If they're not making really any YouTube content or long form content, they're really shooting themselves in the foot. Because if you're a streamer, it doesn't really matter. But like if you're a streamer and you're streaming for fucking 6 hours, which for a small streamer is, I think, the upper limit of how much you should be streaming. And you're not online, what the fuck do people watch? I don't really know a whole lot of people who like to watch Twitch VODs in the back end. It seems super boring. People are more likely to watch a YouTube VOD in the back end, which is why you should have your VODs on YouTube. But then it's one of those things where like, hey, do you have a presentation of your long form content for people to look at when you're not actively live? And you know, again, that's why I like the type of video content that I'm making, because it's available. You want people to have availability of your content to consume you when you're not around to stream.
Why are you not converting? Why are you getting all the success on IG, TikTok, but not on long form? What's up?
At least in terms of streaming, sometimes I feel like I don't see the personality of a streamer's on the, like their personality on long form versus short form. Like they're a completely different person when it comes to long form streams, so you don't really see their.
Well, if you're clip farming too, and you're just being obnoxious for attention, you're also going to struggle to get people to come to your stream because, like, are you really going to be that obnoxious all the time?
I think that's a really good point. I'm going to say this louder for y'all to hear. I'm going to repackage it in a different way. The expectation of the viewer is not met when they go to the long form content. That is what is happening to you. All right?
Maybe.
Now, before we jump into that, I have a question.
I don't know if I had that same issue because, like, I just clip up my videos. So, like, your expectation will be met. I think it depends on what kind of content I'm making. Like, the view, like, I got, let's say I got, like, maybe 1 million views altogether on, like, across platforms on one of my obsession review things. It did convert into some people switching over. But, like, I got 650K, let's say, on TikTok alone for an obsession thing, and it did cause my obsession review video to do much better than other videos, but that's at about 29K as a long form video, which I'm still very thankful for. But, you know, something to keep in mind. That's the thing they don't talk about is how do you stream when you get older and you're on Farsiga and you have to urinate? What am I supposed to do? How do I keep you entertained? I got to get up and I got to go piss, you know, and I go so fast I can't even wash my hands. I can't even wiggle my ween to make sure the pee goes in the toilet. I got to piss all over myself because I got to get back and hang out with my fans, guys. I'm very parasocial. I love all of you guys.
Question for y'all.
Says you have to do it.
What is worth more? All right,
I know this question. A pound of feathers or a pound of pennies? I don't know.
Quiz time, pop quiz.
I don't know the answer.
Is a TikTok follower worth more? A Twitch follower or a YouTube follower?
It's obviously a YouTube follower. In every meaningful capacity, it's a YouTube follower.
All right, by show of hands, who thinks TikTok?
Well, for a streamer, it's always YouTube. I mean, like, you could monetize TikTok really well. I can't, but some other people can.
By show of hands, who thinks Twitch? By show of hands, who thinks YouTube?
It's got to be YouTube. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's Twitch because people are willing to donate more. I don't know.
Round of applause for Valkyrie, only one who got it right. It is Twitch.
Okay, that makes sense to me. Only in the sense that you're gonna make more money from donations per person, but YouTube is the most monetizable platform. You know.
It is Twitch. Why is it Twitch? Why is it Twitch? Why is a YouTube viewer not worth more? Jason, what you want?
I'm gonna answer your question.
Jason, what's your answer?
Just donations.
Because Twitch is the smallest platform out of the 3.
Why would that make them more valuable?
That makes no fucking sense. It's because people it's individual donations make you the money on it.
If I have a follower on Truth Social, is that more valuable?
Because Twitch is easily monetized.
Twitch is easily monetized? Okay. Why?
It's because your average viewer on Twitch is more likely to donate money onto you than your average YouTube viewer. Your average YouTube viewer is a passable viewer, or excuse me, like a passive. Jesus Christ, is a passive viewer, right? And like YouTube isn't just streaming. I doubt he's just talking about streaming analytics. He's talking about YouTube analytics. So like the amount of money you might make per 1,000 people on YouTube, I don't even know what the fuck mine is. All right, so this is one of my like better streams in a while where I made $116. Not a whole lot. I don't make a ton of money on my streams. I made $42.71 per 1,000 views. It's my RPM. This is one of my most successful videos I've posted in a while. Not super crazy, but it's good. $12.68 per RPM. So let's say, what is that, roughly a quarter, maybe a little more than a quarter of the RPM, because this is a video. This is not a stream. People who show up to the streams are more likely to donate, but you don't have to donate. I'm not asking for donations. And YouTube is a streaming platform, a short form platform, and a long form platform, you know, or a video file, whatever. Twitch is really just a streaming platform. I know they have shorts, but I don't care. So like that's literally the only thing. But YouTube is still a better, more monetizable platform overall.
Because there's just a lot of ways people can give you money, I suppose.
Okay.
I think because you could still earn revenue on YouTube even if you don't if they don't follow, they're still you still get views.
And this is your argument for YouTube?
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
No, I know. You said YouTube was wrong, right?
YouTube is wrong. I believe Twitch is the correct answer, and I'm down to be debated on this. I think if you were to have 10,000 followers on TikTok, 10,000 followers on Twitch, and 10,000 followers on YouTube, you'd be making more money as the Twitch streamer.
That's not true. This is incorrect. The reason I'm saying it's incorrect is because, like, let's not look at followers. Let's look at engagement. If you have like 10,000 active, watchers per stream on Twitch versus 10,000 people engaging with your long form YouTube videos, that makes more sense to me. But like, just having followers is fucking meaningless. You could have 10 million followers and get like I've seen channels that have 500,000 followers to get like 100 views a video.
Okay, and ultimately the reason why is the viewer buy-in.
Yeah, there you go.
A viewer is going to be much more engaged as a Twitch follower than a TikTok follower. If you think about a TikTok follower, that's pretty straightforward. If they watch every single TikTok you post, they probably see 30 minutes of your face in a month. Total. All right? A YouTube viewer, how much are they seeing of your face in a month? It's going to be more, but there's edited videos. How many videos are you uploading? Average Twitch viewers.
It's weird because like this is the problem I have with the way that he's framing this is only that it's that he's not talking about a TikTok follower versus a Twitch follower versus a YouTube follower. He's talking about a TikTok short form viewer versus a Twitch stream viewer versus a YouTube video viewer. These are three different things, right? Like you can be a streamer on YouTube, right? So he's not really hitting with that. Just a little. It's like some of it's a little too watered down.
They might spend 30 minutes on one Twitch stream, and you can easily pump out stream a day if you really want. You also have a better relationship with a live viewer than you do with a YouTube commenter.
Yeah, see, he's talking about YouTube videos. Yeah, he's discounting YouTube Live. Yeah,
they're not always commenting. Most people don't comment, and you're.
If he would just make like he would just be more explicit about it, it would make more sense. And it would be better presented information, which I wish he would. But I understand his overall point. I agreed with his overall point.
Likely not replying to all the comments, but in chat, you're always talking to chat. You got chat on your phone right now. Chat's probably saying some shit right now. You probably looked over and read them. Has anyone read a YouTube comment while I've been here? No. Has anyone read a TikTok comment while I've been here? Yes. So if you need to sell merch and you have 100 Twitch viewers or you get a 100 view YouTube video, which one's better? You're trying to push merch to someone. Probably the Twitch follower. They're probably more.
Maybe. Yeah, probably the Twitch or the stream. People who show up for the stream are like more connected to you. They feel like a little more connected, which is true. I mean, they're on the stream, like you guys show up every day, and they're more willing to buy stuff. It's not going to be the same reach on a YouTube video. Again, this is not a stream thing, or it's not YouTube stream; it's a YouTube video.
You're trying to push merch to someone. Probably the Twitch follower. They're probably more likely to go buy that.
True.
Lacey, why are you disagreeing? What's your point?
No, I'm not disagreeing. The followers, yes, but YouTube has a way better system of getting recommended. So even if you have if you have 100 followers on Twitch, you're not gonna. There's no really chance to get 1,000 viewers.
Correct. There is no discoverability. That is correct.
Yeah, this is correct. Does YouTube have better discoverability? I don't know, but that's why these things would all work in conjunction with each other. Like if you're a Twitch streamer, you would stream on Twitch. You would use TikTok. Well, you would use every short form platform, really. But you would use TikTok to get people to your Twitch, and then you would use YouTube to put like a long form display of content as well.
But that is a different question. The question is pound for pound, which one's worth more?
Worth more money, not just worth more.
Worth more money, correct. All right.
That one's tough. That one's a tough one. So now we're getting like in the weeds of it. Like pound for pound, which one's worth more? I can't. I mean, that's like an unanswerable question to me. Like if we're looking at, because when I hear pound for pound, I'm hearing like which one would you prefer to have? Like all these things need to work in conjunction. Like a stream, well, for a streamer, like long form content from like a YouTube, and then like shorts. But
pound for pound, which one's worth more?
Worth more money, not just worth more.
Worth more money, correct. All right, guys, we're gonna tackle your problem today. My clips do great, but I can't get a lot of viewers. Here's the deal: you cannot always be the clip.
What does that mean?
Except for one guy.
That Brick Nerman?
But this is real. What happens to you guys is you're really good at farming clips. I think at this point, a lot of you really understand intrinsically.
Oh, I see. Okay, you cannot always be the clip. Viewers see the clip, like on TikTok or something. They go to the stream, they wait for the expectation to be met, and then they get bored and leave. because they don't have that expectation met. Make viewers appreciate you for you. Interesting. I understand what they're saying. That makes sense. This would be something for August you to pay attention to too, because I want to think about this. Is like we want to make sure our clips are a good representation of the video that I produce. I'm not saying you're not doing that. I'm just saying like I'm always open to learn, whether it's by a guy who's obviously not as handsome as me, or obviously not even as close as successful as me, or you know. What about streaming to multiple platforms? Are there disadvantages or advantages in doing that? Oh, like dual streaming to like YouTube and TikTok, or YouTube and Twitch or Kick or whatever. Listen, I've always had the opinion, and I feel like this is one of those things that is, I don't know how meaningful it is. I make most of my money through YouTube, like ads and stuff. Like, so I'm not really like a traditional streamer, but I really have the opinion that like you are so much better off streaming on one platform and just sticking to that one platform, honestly. And my reason is because realistically speaking, regardless of what you're on, Twitch, YouTube, fucking Kick, whatever, you're not really getting discoverability through like a live page or some kind of like through that platform as a live streamer in any meaningful capacity. So you are going to exclusively get your shit from utilizing short form content. And I feel like you're better off trying to route people to one platform. I think YouTube is the best platform because the streams stay up permanently and they go into the video algorithm and they can act as a video, and it gives you nice, easy, long form content to keep up there and monetize as long as you're willing to not play copyright stuff. Rather than being like, hey, I got 100 people to watch this month. You know, 33 of them went on to Kick, 33 went on to Twitch, and 33 went on to YouTube. But like, imagine all of them went onto YouTube, and then like that does bump you up to potentially actually get seen on YouTube. That's my logic. I personally think that's the smartest way to go. But you could also make a logic or make an argument that these are all different platforms. So like TikTok is going to have like your more average viewer. Twitch is going to have a more of a streamer viewer, if that makes sense. So you're probably going to have like a younger, typically more male audience. And Kick, I don't know, racists, that's always fun. I don't know, it's like Kick. You know, so maybe there is an argument, but I personally just don't think that dual streaming is makes sense unless you're going to dual stream on a vertical and a horizontal. So horizontal, that's this one, landscape, right? Let's just say that's true. Like YouTube, and then maybe you want to like stream on TikTok live to be able to get people to go over to your YouTube, or Twitch if you want to do a Twitch, like whatever. But I personally don't think it's worth it to dual stream and manage multiple platforms at the same time, you know, unless you think that you're really bannable and you want to have multiple avenues. But I also think that like sometimes simplicity is key, especially for smaller streamers, because you could always decide to dual stream. But smaller, like for a smaller streamer, like you already have to balance streaming, clipping, and posting. So you might as well stick to like the simplest platform, which I think is YouTube, to get people over to it. And again, YouTube is much easier to have long form content available to people when you're not online. So that's my argument for that. But you know, it's just me.
When a moment happens that, oh, that was the clip, I'm gonna tell my clipper, or maybe you are your own clipper, you run your own clip account. Tonight, I'm gonna post that. I fucking nailed it. All right?
Nice.
You guys feel pretty good about that at this point, I imagine. Yeah. You probably know exactly, you might even be able to set up these moments. The issue is, you get that clip, how long is that in your 4-hour stream? A minute? Seconds sometimes?
Yeah.
All right? So then what happens? That person sees you on IG, you get an awesome clip, they go to your stream, and what are you doing? Are you farming a clip at every moment?
Exactly.
No, you're a person.
Sure.
All right? We're not always exciting. We're not always on. I know I'm not.
Except for me. I'm always exciting.
Okay, there are people who are. There are people who have balanced energy.
Bro, I literally cannot do it. I can't do it. That's like one of the hardest things about being a streamer. And like, it's, you know what I mean? Like I can't be on. I can't do the performance. There's some people who go, hey, you know, it's just like a fucking obnoxious. I don't know. Good for them. I just can't do it. I remember when I first started streaming years ago, I did a little bit like Fall Guys and stuff. And like, I had like a little bit of energy. And then very, very quickly, I'm like, dude, I can't come on and do that. Especially when you're having a bad day. I'm not coming on and acting like I'm having a good day if I'm having a bad fucking day. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. And I could probably do well to try to be a little more excited and mentally present, you know? Sometimes it'd probably be good for me to force that a little bit. But I can't put it on like streamer voice. you know, and it's hard for me to like pretend. I mean, I guess you get into a flow when you start streaming it. Even if you're in a bad mood, you're like, you know, but sometimes it's tough, man.
Speed has insane energy. Literally every second of that stream, you're like, holy shit, how is he still going? I can't do that. I'm
Maybe all the sugar.
a limited quantity guy. And then I need to go take a bath. That's me. I'm honest with myself.
So you take a bath?
I
What?
know my strength isn't to perform in a way that will not be met when the viewer comes to see me.
True.
I have to be authentically me at all points.
This is actually really good advice because this kind of gets into a side conversation when it comes to clips about like what does it mean to get a clip view or like a TikTok view or Instagram or whatever view? Is it a productive view or is it unproductive? And if you are clip farming and you're doing super high energy and you're putting out clips that are not representative of like the content that you make, let's say you know you get 1 million views on something where you're like fucking rambunctious, but then somebody comes to your stream and you can't keep up that energy. Like, how much productive viewership do you think you got from that? Whereas, like, let's say you got 10,000 views, but like you're just chilling and you're doing yourself, and people stuck around. You're gonna have a much like greater time getting people to come over to your content because it's a better representation. A more exaggerated example of this is like, let's say you're on YouTube and like you usually post video game content, but one day you decide that you're just gonna post like I don't know, a fucking, you know, fighting video, and people are like, I like the fighting stuff a lot, but it's not really indicative of you. It's a more exaggerated concept. Or, and this is another thing for gaming streamers that they should keep in mind here, gaming streamers who will be like, hey, I'm going to stream whatever, video games, obviously, duh, what an idiot I am. I'm gonna like just watch a cutscene and I'm gonna post that onto my channel for viewership. Do you really think that you're gonna get a tremendous amount of people that are gonna show up for your live stream or your YouTube like long form content that you make sure you're doing? Because you decided to post a cutscene that you watched of like Star Wars, but like you're just in the top not saying anything. Nobody's gonna give a fuck. You know, they're gonna like, a lot of times people, and I do this too sometimes, is like I'll scroll up to something and you'll see like somebody reacting to something, but they're just sitting there and like I don't even notice them in there. And then once I do, I'm like, oh fuck this person, and I scroll on. And I'm like, I do commentary like React content, but I give a lot of commentary. Like that's what the whole point is like you're showing up to me. If you want to watch Ludwig talk about the streamer shit, you know, you could go watch him, but instead there's people who are like interested in what I have to say about this, right? And so, you know, if you're a gaming streamer, you know, don't be the guy that's just like watching stuff. Like, what the fuck is the point? You're just watch partying? No, but give some kind of reaction. You don't have to go fucking ballistic insane. You know, you don't have to start masturbating, but like you could do your gameplay and talk a little bit, or figure out what your brand is of, you know, presentation. But you really just shouldn't be somebody who's watching, because that's really not going to manifest into fucking anything, man. You're really just hurting yourself. You need to focus on productive viewership. So, just something to keep in mind.
You need to be authentically you
Me?
at all points. The person
Really?
they should see in the clip should be the person that they experience in the live stream.
True.
All right? Otherwise, they're just going to get bored and leave. You're not the clip you in every waking moment. It's never wrong.
Yeah, it makes me wonder. This is like a crazy, and again, like August is gonna like watch this and stuff for work. I wonder like how productive it is to cut out too many in the clips specifically, not in the intros. Too much of like the that. Like when I'm talking, this is how my videos are presented. It's like, hey, I'm doing this. Like, should we cut too much of the dead space out? I mean, if it needs to get under 3 minutes, obviously, but like outside of that, you know, I don't know. Maybe we should leave a little more personality in for some of the stuff and not do too much like TikTok Cocomelon brain, you know what I mean? Maybe I'll draw an audience that's like willing to sit down and watch a video longer if we leave the extra 10 seconds in or 20 seconds in out of a 2-minute long clip where I'm like just taking a breath, you know? But I'm so fat, you can hear it. I go, you know what I mean? Who the fuck is that guy? I don't understand. The Jonkler.
Why did I show these people?
Who the fuck are these people?
What's special about these people?
You got like 2 black people and a white guy doing whiteface. What the fuck's happening here?
Any guesses? They are all on Streamer U.
I don't know.
But there's something more.
They've grown a lot lately.
They've grown a lot. That's true.
They're always themselves.
They're always themselves. I like that.
I don't think that that's true, but I feel like for a lot of streamers, they're not. The guy in the middle seems like he's authentic himself. The guy on the left does not seem like he's himself. That's all I'm saying. You know?
Online and offline personalities are pretty similar.
He looks like he's sad.
So these 3 are 3 of the 5 most successful streamers from last year. These are these are who you should aspire to be this year.
What? None of them are fat.
All right.
Yes.
These people have all increased by, I'm telling you, like 5,000 average viewers.
Wow.
They all went in with hundreds. They now have 1,000 viewers. Okay.
Good for them, man.
And they're now doing amazing. Okay. I think they all have different strengths. We're gonna go all through one by one. What did Tota do at Streamer U?
I don't know which one that is.
Built probably the strongest relationships of anyone at that event.
Okay. Marketing.
That was able
Nice.
to get him, friends.
That's another thing I don't do. I don't do any of the relationship building stuff. I don't really talk to people. I'm very isolated. Maybe I should talk to more people. I guess it gets tough. I don't know. Maybe it's just weird. I feel like sometimes, because I know we're online and then like I'm a little online too, like everyone else, but I feel like I'm one of the, if not the least terminally online person online in the atmosphere that I'm in. So it gets tough to like try to network with people who are so fucking online. You know what I mean? It gets tough and like feel like I can have a nice, productive, interesting conversation with them. It's weird. I guess that's why I do my podcast with my wife. I love talking to her. Oh, check it out, guys. Look at the description.
With Kai, friends with Ray, and Mafia-thon 3. Okay, to build a foundation, but build relationships with people here.
You fall out every friend you make online. I guess so. How many friends have I made online? I mean, I'm still friends with Dantavius, but we don't really do so. Well, that's the problem. Is like ultimately the issue. I have a couple of problems. The one, let's be fucking real. One problem I have is I'm very emotional. Like this is something that usually, especially as a man, like I wouldn't want to admit. But I'm like an emotional guy. I get worked up. Sometimes I have my moments. My emotion tends to be anger and the expression of that in a very unproductive way. But I am an emotional person. So especially when I'm talking about a heated topic and I have a disagreement, like I will get very emotional, and sometimes that'll cloud the productivity of my expression of like the productive expression of what I'm trying to say. But then also like I can't really stick with people that like I'm not like aligned with, especially on topics that I feel are more important. Like Caleb Hammer, I guess, and I don't like hate the guy. I mean, he was a nice person to me, but I don't like the way he expresses himself in his politics stuff, and it really started like when he became. Like he started doing his podcast thing. Like that's when the thing started to fall off because he was giving like his strange opinions on there and they're very right wing shit. You know what I mean? It's all Twitter brain stuff. I mean, it's obviously just all like these people out there are getting groomed by Twitter. But it gets so difficult because I really can't do I criticize people for this all the time. Is like they were nice to me person. I can't do they were nice to me person, and I can't be disingenuous. And I'm not trying to communicate that Caleb Hammer is disingenuous. No, but I really can't be friends with somebody. It's not even that he's right wing. I have so many right wing friends, like not friends necessarily, but family, and I'm like chill with them. It's that like we exist in a commentary space where we're constantly expressing it, so it's totally different. When I'm hanging out with my cousins who voted for Trump, like there's not really an issue. I just have to make sure that they stay 10 feet away from my pregnant wife. I don't want them to rape my unborn baby. But like when you're online and you're constantly talking about. When you're constantly expressing political things, and especially now that I'm going to have a daughter, and I really don't feel this world is made for women, and I'm already more worked up. It gets really difficult to exist in a space and be able to have that to just like stay friendly with somebody that, in my opinion, just expresses something that's so negative and toxic towards my family. Does that make sense? So that's the issue that I have. Yeah, that's my issue with like maintaining like any type of, and it's really a commentary thing. I just to be clear, I'm sure I'm not like an easy person to be friends with online. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my god, like no, I'm probably very difficult to be friends with online. I can be very annoying, but that's just kind of the reality, man.
Okay.
All right.
Arky, I think, is one of the kings of authenticity. Arky wears his heart on his sleeve. It is obvious to everyone who's with him and
I got a heart on right now.
everyone who watches.
I don't. It's not. I don't actually. I'm sorry, guys. That was inappropriate.
Him. So what you get in the clip is what you get when you hang out with him in real life. It's what you get when you watch him online. He's the same guy.
Right.
Yano, probably one of the nicest motherfuckers I've ever met.
True.
And that she's always.
You always get. You know what you get with me? The acknowledgement that I have heartburn right now, and it's like one of the worst things.
Is like that. It's crazy. I expect her to break at some point. She never breaks.
True.
All right.
Yeah, that video where he just called that woman fat for an hour and a half, and well, he was being mean. I like jokes, but he was just being mean. That's another thing too, man. Like he's just rude and mean and nasty. I don't like rude, mean, nasty people, and he's not like that. Caleb's not a rude, mean, or a nasty person in like real life, but like the way that he expresses his content, I just can't do that. I know what the type of person that attracts. That's another thing too. Is like I know the type of person that like that type of stuff attracts. Like I remember. For a while, I was posting like funny, edgy memes on like Instagram and shit, and I would make like 40 million views a month on it. And you know, especially, it's not to get super fucking woke, but after this like last time where like Trump won again, the I really noticed, and I think it really amped up. Like the people who laughed at the jokes that I made where I was being funny and like edgy were people who actually like hated black or gay people, and I was like, oh, I have to stop doing this, you know. And so like I know Caleb's not like a horrible, nasty, rude, mean person. I know he doesn't hate fat people. I know we were good. We were pretty decent friends, but I know the type of audience that it attracts, and it disgusts me. You know, and that's the thing, is that like his content is to some degree performative, because he wants to rile it up for analytics, and he's a very analytic brain person. Like I don't think that he's a very social brained person. So, you know. So, yeah. I lost my thought because I was responding to something.
Even when people are a little too much for her. Where is he in this room? He's supposed to be in this class.
Say evil people?
Even when people are too much for her.
Fucking asshole.
I can't wait to see the part where he fucks the girl that stays after class.
So anyway, ultimately, guys, look. What I really want
You think Ludwig has a big hog, you know?
you to take away from this is it's all right to farm a clip, but you should be farming it as you. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't, have a burst of 1 minute of energy and then you're back to being somebody else. Be consistent. Be consistent in yourself. Be honest to yourself. All right. We're going to talk about the content funnel. This is...
Calling that mom's daughter the arsehole for being autistic was not very nice of him. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, well.
a idea of how to efficiently stream.
Okay.
Right now when you guys stream, what are your strengths? Getting a couple clips. Nice. We can do better.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to start shifting your paradigm. A stream is now a recording session.
Right.
Okay.
We're not just booting up stream to fuck off for 4 hours, get 3 clips, go home. We're not booting up stream to play a video game for 6 hours and stream, go home. That is a waste of your time. It is a less efficient use of your time.
He's 100% correct about this, yeah.
This is a recording session. What can you record in a stream?
So, like, what a recording session means, what I'm interpreting that is like you need to be meaningful when you go onto your live stream. Generally speaking, when you are doing a live stream, regardless of the creator that you are, you should be making sure you're optimizing your time so that you are doing something the entire time that you are streaming. It doesn't have to be fucking crazy. It just has to be the presentation of entertaining content. That's what it is. So like when I come on a live stream, I will have things ready to go for what I'm going to talk about for the day. So like if I stream 3 hours a day, let's say 2.5 hours of that, probably 2 hours and 45 minutes of that is just like, it's content, right? Like I will take about 10 minutes to start where I just like fart around a little bit. I'll also keep my face cam large because I pull thumbnails from that. After that, you know, we're streaming content and then we're taking a piss maybe, and I'm doing like minor chatting, but for the most part, it's just like we're going, and that's how you should create. You should be looking at your stream as a product. People don't really look at their streams as a product. They look at their streams as a thing that they're doing to get money, which it's the difference is that, like, to me, a product is something you can sell. A stream, in the way that these people stream, is like basically a begging session for a donation. And so like your stream should be a product. You can come on and stream for a while. I think 6 hours is the upper limit of how much you should be streaming as a content creator. You can be successful streaming 3 hours a day, 5 or 6 days or 4 days a week even if you're playing a video game, you know. But you know, make it a product. If you're going on there and you're playing a fucking video game, that's fine for 3 hours, as long as you're playing and you're engaged and you're trying to chat a little bit with people and you're letting your personality come through. You don't want to be sitting there silently doing nothing. Sometimes you will do that, but you don't want to be sitting there silently doing nothing. But that could still be an entertaining stream. If you like gaming streamers, people will load up your stream, watch you do that while you're sitting there on your phone. Like, that's what people do. They watch, you know, like streams while they're on their phone looking at TikToks and shit. And then, you know, so then you can clip that up, but like you're clipping it up so that they can go and buy the product. Because right now, if you're just making clips so that they can go to your stream and donate $10 or $5 and then disappear because you're not entertaining, like, what the fuck is that about? But if they go there and they find an entertaining product, they're more likely to stay around and they're more likely to donate sometimes too. So you should look at your stream as a product. Try to present a product. It doesn't have to be the massively crazy entertaining, but you're better off coming on your stream and doing like 3 hours of solid entertaining content than you are with like going on and just farting around for 6 or 7 or 8 hours. You're better off because you're probably going to be your own clips person, at least at start, because you can't afford somebody to do that for you. So you want to do 3 hours. You want to keep in mind when you have something that's clippable coming up, you know. That's the smart way to do it. And just for a little bit of advice, the way I do it, even with me having like an editor, is like I have a recording going right now. And guess what? You know what? I think this is a good clip. Also, I just rambled without turning the recording back on. But now, now I have these in here, so I know, and it's so that my editor August knows that, like, okay, at this point, there's a clip at the end of this. Interesting. This one I think is me just taking a piss. But you know, whatever. And there's more clips in there than just that, but now I have like an idea. So when I do go back through, on the side, on my monitor on the other side, like I basically said like, oh, these are some decent clips. So I don't have to rewatch my whole VOD. Personally, if I was going to do my own clip, I wouldn't have to rewatch my own VOD. I would just be able to go like, oh, I thought this was an entertaining moment here. I stopped the recording and then I replayed it. Maybe I was playing a video game and I was like fucking jerking off a monster or something and I beat the monster or something. I don't know. I sound like a fucking boomer. I beat the monster. Yeah. Maybe I beat the monster here. Like, okay. But you understand the point that I'm making, okay?
This is an example of one of my streams. This is one of my best streams.
Nice.
Why is it one of my best streams?
You had fun.
Because he lost 6 subs? What the hell?
No.
You had an event.
No,
I will say sometimes I know I'm going on tangents, but sometimes having fun is like it's obviously important. Like if you're not enjoying your content, people can see that. So sometimes having a fun stream where maybe you don't necessarily do as well can be very important to your overall like health as a streamer mentally.
We're gonna have an event. The title is Games with Friends. Coffeezilla video later.
Authentic.
Authentic? No, not authentic.
Video out of it.
I got a video.
A good video out of it.
Every second.
I got multiple videos. From this one stream, it was 6 hours. There's 3 separate VODs. Those are just cut-ups, not edited, of the segments. All right, I came prepared with segments. 3 different edited videos. God Gamer Gauntlet, it's a challenge I do. Magic Chameleon with some friends, and I reacted to a Coffeezilla video. And then I also had a couple clips out of it. Okay, that's all from one stream. That was 6 hours. I recorded all of that. Just for your information here, I didn't put it in this slide. The streams, they made 5K. It's pretty good. Okay? All of these together, they made 25K.
Damn.
Okay? And you're able to get...
That sounds about right when it comes to my revenue. Not the amount, the the proportionality. Oh, that sounds about right, Mike. That sounds about right with the proportionality of it. Let me look at my analytics.
all this out of one stream if you just spend the time to plan out what you are going to do on stream.
Yeah, so like my this month is not doing as well. It is what it is, ups and downs. So we're at about 11K. Well, we're probably a little over 11K this month so far. This is on YouTube alone. So my videos made me about $7,200. This is all that video revenue. So this is like my bread, and this is where I make most of my money. Then I have some shorts. I made about $100. Fuck me in my ass, right? And then my lives made about $1,300. You know, I don't know. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, I have no idea where my memberships are. They might. I don't know where they would be considered under. But these are like the three things that I have. I guess what is it? 70. What is 72 plus the 70? It's 82, 86, 8,600. Okay, so then that means memberships are probably like $2,600. So, you know, most of my revenue though you could see comes from like video views. Obviously, I could make more money if I find a little sponsorship, but you understand the point that I'm making here. You know, is that the this is like the split of money. It's nice to have like a little bit of everything. I like the membership stuff. I like plugging membership stuff because it gives me like, especially when I'm going to have like maybe slight hiatuses or turn downs or slow downs as I'm getting ready to have a baby, and then because I'm setting up the house for it, and like my wife's pregnant, I don't like her doing anything. And then also when I have the baby and I may not be able to stream as much, it'll be nice to have like those like memberships that are like, yeah, I'll give you $5 and stick around for like a month, even if you're not producing as much as I like. It's nice to have that consistently, but also obviously revenues, the bread and butter. Dude, I just realized this. Look at this. I could just do this. Okay, so down here, my video, fuck you. My videos are like $12.51 like RPM. My lives are $28. You know, so like it's a little over twice as much RPM like per person. That would have been relevant for 38 cents RPM on short form though. Look at that. Wow, it's incredible. This is why I skip public streams and watch the videos. There you go.
Raise your hand. And I just wanted to keep everyone's hand raised right
Whoa, what the fuck, dude? What is this, Elon Musk?
now. And I want you to only put your hand down when I say... I'm basically trying to find out how many hours you stream. So everyone's hands up. Do you stream at least 1 hour? Hands up. Do you stream at least 1 hour a month? Hands up. Do you stream at least 1 hour?
How many hours a month do I? How can I even figure that out? What the hell? I'm going to say that I stream 80 hours a month. I think that that's reasonable. Because I do maybe 20 hours a week. Does that sound right? 6 days a week, 3 hours a day, maybe a little more, 25 hours a week, maybe? I don't really know. 80 to 100 hours.
1 hour a month. All right. This is good. You stream at least 10 hours. Keep your hands up if you stream at least 10 hours. All right. 50 hours. Hands up. You stream 50 hours. At least 50 hours. If you put your hands down, you're not streaming enough. Do you stream at least 100 hours?
No.
100 hours a month. Did you stream 100 hours a month?
I don't.
If you put your hands down, you might not be streaming enough. Are you?
I think that you are. I disagree with that. Again, and this is a streamer thing, but I think that people should like the fact that he said you may not be, I think is really good because it may be 100 hours a month. I mean, like 28 days in a month. That's like 3.5 hours a day. You know, if you take out a couple of days off, I mean, you got like a 4-hour stream. I think that's enough, and then you focus on clipping and stuff. But
Streaming 120 hours.
Sometimes.
Okay? Hands are still up. 150. My hand's down at this point. 150. All right. Some hands are still. We got 3 hands.
well, I think that Lacey guy is a live streamer. Whoa. He does like what is it called, dude? IRL streamer. What the fuck? What an idiot. I think that guy's a live streamer. He's an IRL streamer.
160. 180. 200 hours.
Still hanging in here.
220. How many hours do you stream?
So I got to work 40 hours a week, but these guys work 100 hours a month. Well, that's the thing. And like, if this guy's fucking creeping me out, but sorry the way he's looking at the camera. You gotta, well, for the bigger streamers, it's gonna be different. People who can afford it. But again, like if you're a small streamer, you streaming for 20 hours a week means that you're working 30 to 40 hours a week. I'd at least hope so. Or if you use good like tips like I gave before, like stopping and starting your recording to give yourself like a note on where a clippable moment might be, that could reduce your time. But you need to be clipping. Like if you're a small streamer and like you get like 5 viewers a stream, like you're not making money. So like you need to start clipping your stuff and making sure that you have long form content on YouTube to propose, even if it's just like a re-upload of your stream, or you just streamed it on YouTube and you left it live. So like you're gonna stream, let's say and you don't need to stream that much. Like honestly, stream fucking 3 or 4 hours a day, 4 or 5 days a week, and then when you get off that stream, you need to be fucking doing some clip stuff and like formatting it. Like it's a time consuming process and scheduling it and trying to be consistent in some way, shape, or form. You really need to be doing that. I mean, if you're a streamer and you're not doing at least 1 clip a day, quit. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. Like if you're a streamer and you're not trying to do a clip and you're not like clipping at least 1 clip a day, you should just quit streaming. Just stop doing it. You're wasting your time. If you're like, oh, I just like to stream for fun, like that's fine, I guess. I feel like it's a cope, but you should just fucking quit. Because like you have to put out short form content. You should have a TikTok, an Instagram, you should have a Snapchat, you should have a Twitter. Twitter could be on the fence depending on how you feel about the audience there, but you should have a Twitter, you should have Facebook. These are like the big ones that you should be posting stuff onto. And if you're not, you should stop doing content because you're never going to get successful without doing like clips. 1 a day is perfectly fine. You can do something, but you don't think you should be doing longer streams if you want an audience? No, not at all. No, that's this is, I understand what you're saying, but you're better off. You're better off making your stream, or you're better off streaming at a time that you feel your followers are available than you are with streaming for like 6 or 8 or 10 hours a day. You know, if you notice most of your audience is online from around 6 or 7 o'clock, stream from, 5 to 9. Stream from 5 to 9. You don't need to no. It's you don't need to be overdoing it. You don't need to burn yourself out at all. If they're on for you could even do 6 to 9, 69. Honestly, they could do a couple of 2 or 3 hours is enough to stream per day. And again, you want to make sure that you have content available for them when you're not streaming. That's why I say you should be streaming on YouTube. Don't use copyright shit, so that when you're not online, people can go and look at your content. If you were a live streamer and you streamed on YouTube, and let's say somebody saw a clip from you on their channel, they should be able to go to the lives tab and be like, oh, look, there's a stream here for me to watch or something. You know what I mean?
Around 200 hours. Your hand's still up back there. 250 hours.
He's just saying that.
260?
It's the good baby on the
300 hours.
300 hours.
Is it 300 hours?
Yes.
That's how many hours you stream?
Not possible.
He might just be sleep streaming. I don't really know. How many hours are in a month? What the fuck?
Guys, listen up. If that 300 hours is true, you're making a mistake. You're making a mistake. You said 200 hours?
I got 161.
That is still too many hours in my mind. I think you guys are streaming too much. I genuinely believe that. I think every streamer
It's 12 hours a day.
should be streaming in the sweet pocket of 100, 150. I think that's the perfect zone, 100 to 150. All right.
I would say 80 to 150, but yeah, sure.
Some of y'all need to do more. I've looked at your stream hours. Some of you guys aren't doing enough.
Also, some of the advice I'm giving is for somebody wanting to be a streamer. So if you're working a 40-hour-a-week job, you only have 2 hours a day, 5 days a week to stream, you can become successful. If you can't become successful streaming 10 hours a week, to start, jumpstart, I'm not saying the most successful. If you can't jumpstart a career, coming home, working a 40-hour week, Monday through Friday, getting home at 5, streaming from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, Monday through Friday, if you can't get successful with doing that and making sure you have long form content, especially on YouTube, just streaming it on YouTube so it's up there for whatever. If you can't get successful in that, then you're not going to be successful quitting your job and streaming 40 hours a week. You're just not. So.
I think some of you guys aren't sure if you want to be streamers. I think some of you guys are still exploring that. That's fine. But if you want to be a streamer, I think at least 100 is right. I think anything over 150 is a waste of your time. You're just being less efficient. Okay, why? Because you're not getting the value of each of these streams, right? Your 6 hours don't look like this. Your 6 hours, what can you show for? 4 Instagram clips? Okay. How much did that make?
Nothing. I don't get anything from Instagram anymore. It's fucking annoying. I still get 4 or 5 million views a month doing commentary clips, but they're not. I'm not in their program. It's annoying as shit.
Exactly. All right. So we're gonna do a little exercise right now, and this is an exercise you guys should be doing every single day.
I hate exercising.
Let me say that again. This is homework today. You should be doing it every single day. I do it every day. I've been doing this 8 years.
He's talking about jacking
I think
off,
of stream ideas every fucking day. I'm the only guy who thinks of them. Other people have teams. I think that can be a very helpful thing. I'm a little protective over my process. That's just my personal style.
Okay.
On your phones or pen and paper if you prefer. This is an activity. Get them out right now. Break them out. Come on.
Whoa!
I want you guys to be writing
Whip it out for me right now.
down 3 different stream ideas. Now to make it a little more complicated, we're going to do 3 different tiers. I want you guys to come up with a $1 idea.
Okay.
Free. Something you can do anytime, any
What? React to a video.
point. A $1,000 idea. Okay, maybe something a little more ambitious, something more planned out.
Spend $1,000. What the fuck could I do? Spend $1,000 on? Right now, I would do maybe, I don't know, fly somewhere and do a podcast. I don't fucking know, with somebody.
Whatever. And then final one, a dream idea, $100,000. Dream. Doesn't matter. I'll give you.
For streaming, mine's lazy because I would just be I would build a home gym and I would start doing workout content, but that's not 100,000. That would be consistent. I'd spend like 30 grand on building like a garage, maybe more, and then getting AC in it and stuff and buying equipment, maybe more than that, but one time. I don't really have $100,000 idea. I don't think I would ever care enough to do that. Like I'm not like trying to do some like extravagant thing that I'll never be able to pull off again. But I get what that's like his wife does, or I think his future wife, right? I guess congratulations. They do like the big streamer awards.
You guys a few minutes. I want you guys to seriously write these down. You don't have to come up with all three right now, but come up with at least one right now. I'll show you mine in a moment. Go ahead, write. I'll give you a few minutes.
Show me your wiener. So how much of this do we really need to sit around for?
That's kind of you.
And she was like, all right, that's fine. What was your name?
Who the hell is this guy? He looks familiar, but I don't care. I skipped through all the bullshit. Let's see.
This exercise is something you should be doing again. How often? Every day.
$1,000 camping outside stream, maybe. I feel like I would do something like this more on like the Rob and Dad podcast thing. You know, show me your wiener stream, true.
Every fucking day. All right. I want to hear a few of your ideas. What you got?
All right, so boom. I go by Larry King. I'm a cashier at the gas station. So
that was smart to say who he is.
For $1 idea that I could do, I could just be desktop at the crib, you know what I'm saying, talk to my, my community, my people. Okay. I could buy like a hot chip or whatever, do that on
stream. Maybe like a cigarette review. Just kidding.
Stream, you know what I'm saying, desktop. For my $1,000 budget or, you know what I'm saying, idea I have for that. Chat, what did I say for that one?
I like this guy. I like people who do like regular jobs and they monetize it in different ways by like figuring out how to make the content. You know, I think that's interesting. You could do content with anything if you open your mind.
Oh no, I got it. 24-hour stream at my gas station. You know what I'm saying? I could pay for a tent to sleep inside, like a tent or whatever, because we do have running customers.
Okay. Are you paying for production crew?
No, it's just me.
Okay.
Just me. But I'm paying for like a bunch of things that we could do in the gas station. Yeah. That's my $1,000 idea.
Okay.
Now for my 100.
I would do what everybody else does in the gas station, just piss all over the floor for no reason whatsoever, just to be disrespectul, you know.
$1,000 idea.
The dream.
I want to do it.
What if he's just like, I'm gonna blow up the gas station? That'd be crazy.
Gas-a-thon. 30 days straight to gas station. 24-hour security. 24-hour surveillance, which we do have. And
you could have been like just a 24-hour free gas thing. You know what I mean? Like one day, I don't even know if you might lose more than that, but
I want to have mad different things going on in the gas station.
Okay, I like that. I like that one. All right, I just want to hear your best idea, Jason. What you got?
I kind of want to hear a couple of these just to see. You know what I mean? You could learn from anything.
Best idea.
$100,000 idea. I want to do a boxing event on an island for 7 days.
Oh yeah. Well, I had a buddy. Unfortunately, he's not around anymore, but he did some really cool stuff on an island.
Oh yeah.
Drink a gallon of gas, challenge at 3 a.m. and got sexual. That's pretty interesting.
That might be closer to $500,000, but I appreciate the enthusiasm of that idea. Dad,
I feel like it's a boxing event though. Like everybody does a fucking boxing event, dude. You know?
What you got?
$100,000 idea. I'm gonna do National Geographic Part 2 in Alaska.
I like it. What you got?
I'm Fumi Bean. I really love D&D and storytelling, so I want to do a 360 immersive D&D session with Matthew Mercer and a bunch of really fun D&D.
That's 100K?
I've never played D&D before. I should do that. My wife keeps saying she wants to play that chameleon game.
95K on Matthew Mercer. I got you. Yeah. Lacey, you're excited. What you got?
$100,000 idea is the world's largest mukbang.
I got a $30 idea. It's called a Costco mukbang. What do you guys think? Should I do a Costco mukbang?
Pretty good idea. In the back, what you got?
Breaking into the bank and like stealing $100,000 worth of change.
Wait, say that one.
So you break into something?
Breaking into the bank and stealing $100,000 worth of change.
Breaking into the bank and stealing 100.
I just feel like I feel like we didn't need to listen to this guy. If this VOD should have just cut him out. They should have just like used AI to fucking replace him with like a fucking wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tune band or something.
$1,000 worth of chains. Be a good stream.
I don't think so.
All right, last one. What you got?
Casino stream can't leave till you double the 100,000.
Love that.
I don't love that. I think you can't leave until you spend 100,000. But do you think you're gonna be able to double it?
Love that.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea. All right, guys. These are really good ideas. Okay? But I want to talk about what makes an idea good. All right.
I guess the effectiveness of being able to implement the idea.
What makes a stream idea good? I'm a little different than you guys. I'm older.
I'm built different.
I've been doing this 8 years.
Oh,
when I stream, I'm thinking about
What kind of big? What the fuck? Wait, what the hell? I'm looking a little muscular today. That's kind of good. You know, here's a pro tip. More rest time.
YouTube video. I'm not thinking about a clip. That's how people do it in modern day. I think we should all be thinking of both. I think you guys are already good at the clip. That's second nature. Let's stop thinking about it.
True.
Let's think about the thing that's more sustainable.
Maybe that's something I need to do. Maybe I need to like think about clips less, because sometimes I feel like I'm fucking speaking in clips. Maybe I need to do that. I don't know, maybe.
Building long-term viewership, making a YouTube video.
Although I don't think I'm that crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking overthinking.
Being authentic. Let's work on those weak points. The clip is second nature. For me, I have to do the opposite. The YouTube video is easy. How do I get a clip? I'm 30 fucking one. I don't know what to do.
That's not all.
I'm fucking 36, dude.
It's practice. It takes time. So anyway, I'm going to go through a couple of my ideas here, and then we're going to talk about what makes an idea good.
Whoa!
This is one idea.
Damn, Joe Bart fucking owned him.
Here.
You know, I saw Joe Bart broke up with his girlfriend, or they ended up breaking up. It's weird because we used to be like more friendly on TikTok times. But it's like weird. How do I reach out to somebody I haven't really talked to? You know what I mean? That's also one of the cringiest things too. Sometimes like I know some people that are like bigger creators, and it's like, what do you reach out to a bigger creator to be like, hey, how you doing? Like I feel like people think that you're just looking for their attention. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd like to just reach out and be like, hey, how's it going? But I just don't want, I don't know. It's like weird. I understand the dynamic. It's like, oh, look at this fucking smaller content creator fucking bothering me right now. You know? So I never try to do that. Oh, dude, look at that. Oh, that's for my gay fans. The armpits.
Here, this is a thumbnail for it. It's called Bro v Bro.
I stole it.
A lot of people stole this idea. It's a good fucking idea.
Great idea.
What?
It's basically me versus another creator, finding out who the better gamer is. We do a best of 7, competing in a variety of video games.
Right.
Alright, I've been doing this for years now. I know it's a good idea because Ron stole it, Jason stole it, Jinxie stole it. One note on that. When someone steals your idea, congrats, you did well. Do not feel bad about it. Do not be bitter.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna build the home gym, dude. And I'm gonna start inviting people over for workout collabs. That's what I'm gonna do. You know?
About it. Do not reach out to them about it. It is okay. And here's ultimately the truth. Someone who steals an idea makes you their ceiling. They will not be bigger than you until they do shit better than you.
Damn. That's obviously not always going to be true. There's going to be some people that are able to, like, they resonate with people more and they can take an idea. But that is an interesting thing to hear, man. Because again, like, I'm doing React content. It's like, you know, damn. You know, I'm probably hit a ceiling. Maybe there's a little bit of a ceiling there, you know? Maybe I need to diversify my bonds. You know what I'm saying? You guys are, you know, I got a little bit of ethnic in me, you know? What's wrong with me? Maybe that's what I need to do, dude. It's kind of a base thing to, you know, maybe I need to really consider what something different could be. I don't know. This is one of those things where like, this might be like a confirmation bias. Like I've been thinking for like maybe a week, maybe less than that. Like, yeah, you know, I really should build like a home gym thing. I don't know if I have the money for that right now. With a daughter coming, how do I build a fucking home gym with a daughter coming? You know, where I would be able to like stream and blah 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 blah, and do a stream because I would love to do that. I really would love to just like wake up, eat, shit a lot, do a workout stream, get off, eat again, do a content stream, get off. You know, like jerk off, you know what I mean? No, then like, I don't know, go pick up my daughter. So I'll probably drop her from my mother's house, you know? More time efficient, less driving to and back. Well, I guess I have to drive to my mother's house instead of the gym, but you guys get the point. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. I'll figure something out. I should probably diversify a little bit. You should react and play games? Holy fuck. That's crazy. That's so smart. You asshole. You should stream yourself building baby stuff. Maybe that's something I would probably do on the Rob and Dan channel. We'll see. You know, getting older, and I want to think about ways to diversify and still monetize and be productive and successful. I do feel like, as a creator, like I have like decent advice. You know, I could probably do some other stuff and figure it out. But you know, we're just it's all. That's why I mean, that's why I like stuff like this. I mean, I didn't expect it, but like this is like a very interesting stream to like or VOD to watch, and like okay, interesting. I could do this or that. You know.
And if all they're doing is mimicking you, then I promise you, they will never surpass you.
He's right. I do different things. I do different things too.
Next idea. This is $1,000. This is an older one. It's called an Amazon stream.
Stole that shit.
I gave my chat $1,000, and Ron is right. This is a stream that Soda Poppin' did initially. OG streamer Soda Poppin'. I took the idea. The only thing I twisted is I gave my chat an exact amount they could spend and then a time limit to spend it in. So there's a little bit of stress on chat's behalf. I've done this stream, I'm not shitting you, probably a dozen times. It works every time. I've done it for 1,000, I've done it for 10,000, I've done it for 30,000.
About to snatch that shit.
All I do, I give them the amount of money, I let them send me links, they vote on what they want to buy.
Why did the cameraman turn to that guy, Lacey? Was that his name, right? Just to get that reaction. Was that like, did he tap on his butt and be like, hey, turn around? Yeah.
Yes, we buy it. No, we don't. Huh?
Pills?
These are height pills. Yeah, stand tall, growth pills.
More call-in streams for advice. You have some good count. Oh, maybe that's not a bad idea. Maybe I should bring back the sub Saturdays. I've been thinking about condensing my streaming schedule a little bit more. Like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So maybe I do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Saturday we do like the call-ins, and maybe I just have a call-in stream on Saturdays. Well, that's something to think about.
I'm 6'3".
I like that idea. I think I'm gonna talk. I gotta talk to my wife. My wife is like my manager. I'm not even kidding.
All right, $100,000
That is a crazy comment, brother.
idea.
I'm gonna put that in timeout.
This one's a few years old. 24 hours in the wilderness. I had a whole production crew. I streamed outside for 24 hours. I had a bunch of wildlife experts come through.
That's cool.
They helped me through it. This was a 24-hour stream production. That's where the cost came from. Okay, $100,000. Did you make money on that stream, Ludwig? Fuck no.
I don't know.
It's a good question. Why not? Because it costs a lot. And you don't necessarily make more. It doesn't scale that way. For me to make that much more, I'd have to have that exponential increase in viewership. I'll say maybe at the time I was averaging like 17K viewers. I think for this stream I might have had like 27K. It's more, but it's not enough to cover all the bills. Was it worth it? What do you think?
Yes.
Well, I mean, the logic would be that it might not have made as much money in the moment, but it gave him more visibility, and it was something interesting to keep people chatting for a little while, even outside of his sphere. So, like in the long term, it might have been like a decent investment. That makes sense. It's like buying healthy food is usually like a little more expensive, but in the long run, you save money because you don't have colon cancer as much because you're eating vegetables. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Why?
Because, even though it was a live stream, 24 hours, right? Mm-hmm. You could get clips, YouTube, shorts, and it's like so many that you could benefit from just that.
I can do that from my home for free.
Okay. Yeah. It's different too.
It's like an event that gets people talking.
Adapt?
I think now you have the case study of what that much money turns over for content. You know when you can spend that much money, when you should stay at the crib and spend less money, and you know it gives you an idea of where.
Yeah, was it worth it?
Around.
That's true. I think you can trial things. I think you should take risks.
That's another good point too. Yeah, the concept of taking a risk and trying something new just for the shit of it.
I also think it's okay to have lost leaders.
He didn't say he had a 27K money wise. I think he said 27K people watching.
Big ideas, big events. Maybe they don't make a lot, but they mean a lot to the people who watch you. People see the effort that you put in. If you are not doing things that are exciting to you, exciting to them, viewers slip away. There's a lot of competition out there.
True.
There's a stat I heard year over year, all right? Your viewers will change. So maybe if you have 1,000 viewers this year, if you have 1,000 viewers next year, 50% of those people will be different. Damn. That's the turnover. 50%.
That makes sense. I could see that.
50% of those people will be different. It's not the same people coming in. You don't have this static pool. People got lives. People get older. People stop watching streams when they get 30. They got a family and shit.
Maybe that's one of the reasons I struggle a little bit. I have like older audience members in droves. It's funny enough. I have like older women and like younger men in my audience. That's the funniest part to me. I think a lot of that's my wife.
All right. So sometimes these lost leaders can also bring in those new viewers. They can help recycle the people who are eventually going to leave. I got one more for y'all. This one is $1 million. This is Streamer Games. All right? And this is a follow-up to your question. Okay? Is it worth it? Streamer Games, year 1. Guess what it did? It lost money.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. A lot of like it's like a new venture, sure.
Streamer Games, year 2. Guess what it did? About broke even. Streamer Games, year 3. Guess what it's gonna do? Even. It's gonna make money. Yeah.
Wow. Tell that's a creator clash, am I right?
All right. The more often you do an event, the better you will get at doing it for cheaper. Also, the more
That's true. Like you'll get more efficient at running the event. Yeah.
The better it will perform. Right? People know about the event now. The streamer you hyped this year. How long did Kai spend hyping this up? 2 weeks, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe? When did y'all find out when you're gonna fly in? A week ago?
Yeah.
2 days before.
Right? But why did y'all come? Because you knew what streamer you was. All right? You knew the opportunity that it was because it's already proven. So doing things multiple times is a good thing. You can't hammer it home, right? You don't want to be the 50th season of The Simpsons.
Yeah, that's funny. That's actually good because like I'm actually thinking a lot more about this conversational idea. Because one of the fears I have, and this is just like, I'm just going to be raw and real. One of the fears I have is that like if I do a conversation stream and I'm like, hey guys, you can call in and talk to me, that I'm going to hate you all. No, I'm just kidding. Is that I'm not going to get people to come in and actually give me an entertaining like time. Like, it's especially, I mean, again, I've been doing this for 6 years, and, obviously optimistic, painfully optimistic. I'm really trying to lead with that concept. But if I come in and I'm like, hey guys, I'm going to do a stream where I'm going to, was just going to chat with people. Let's say only 50 people show up to the stream. I'm going to feel like a fucking asshole. But if I do that every Saturday, I imagine that I'll have a much higher chance of being able to get people to come in. Because I actually, when I was still on Twitch, I used to do something called Sub Saturdays. And I would get people coming in the whole time. I'd play like a video game or something while I would chat with people, and it worked out really fun. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to do a video game, but it worked out perfectly fun. So I'm wondering if that's something that I should consider doing. Honestly,
you gotta try some new shit. But if something works, do it again. This is what you should be doing as a YouTuber, as a streamer, whatever. You were throwing shit at the wall. Something clicks, we're gonna do it again.
True.
Don't typecast yourself though. All right? Don't be like one of those people on TikTok. They got one
mold Mondays.
One bit, they do it in perpetuity, and then that's all they ever are. You should explore new avenues. But if something works, keep doing it. All right. Next up. Christmas. All right, guys. This is something that I've thought about a lot. That helps me a lot. That I'm just maybe
should I be doing Christmas content?
Help some of you. Do you guys remember being at school? For some of you, it's not that long ago, and you're fucking sick of school, but Christmas is around the corner, and that's exciting. That brings you there, pulls you. It literally pulls you through the last week, month of school, whatever, because you're excited to get to Christmas. Okay? As a creator myself, I can get very tired of the monotony. I have a strict schedule I adhere to. I go live X amount of days. I farm XYZ YouTube videos. You do that for 8 years.
True.
It gets boring. So what keeps me going is Christmas. I make myself a Christmas. For me, personally...
Oh, he's just talking about, okay, like what, an event that he enjoys?
It is a big event. Something I'm really excited to do. I have Streamer Games in 2 weeks. I'm excited to do that. So I know, okay, I gotta get all my ducks in a row. Gotta get my YouTube videos out, I gotta get my streams out, I got Christmas coming up. All right, first part of the year, I do this event called Tip to Tip, a motorcycle around the world, my friend.
Whoa, penis tip to penis tip. Well, I mean, like, if you guys like the spooky react stuff, you could send it in the Discord if you have a membership. And that's potentially a members-only video that I could do with that. So you guys can suggest that stuff more,
Michael Reeves. That is Christmas. I'm so excited.
You do a good stream where you go over broad topics instead of reacting, like have a stream talking about your opinion on masculinity. It's interesting. Like a podcast day almost.
To do that. But I know I got to do my work, okay, before to get to that. Make yourself a Christmas. It can be whatever. Something you're excited to do. Maybe it is a big streamed event. Maybe it is a YouTube video recording. Maybe it's a vacation. That's fine. But make yourself a Christmas so that you can look forward to, you can get through the day-to-day of life. Next up. This is the number one lesson. This is something I can't teach you.
Be different.
I can't tell you the playbook for how to be successful exiting streamer you.
Well, it's interesting because like the idea of like being different is true and false at the same time. Like you want to be similar enough to other people so that people are comfortable enough to engage with you, and you want to be different enough for them to like stay around. You know, like if you this way you fulfill like a niche in some capacity, if that makes any sense. Like there's a reason to go to this person over that person, but you still want to be similar to that person. Does that make sense?
Because if I did, you would all use it and it wouldn't be successful. Someone here is going to rise above the rest. Someone here is going to offer viewers something unique that other people aren't offering. I'm a small streamer making a cozy environment. Okay, I've seen that. Maybe that's fine.
What if you're a small streamer that makes a chaotic environment?
If you're happy with that, that's not going to be the person who's the number one streamer come out of here. I'm loud. I like being the center of attention. Okay, we have enough of that. You are not going to be the number one streamer coming out of here. So what are you doing to be different? What are you doing that people are drawn to? This is tough, this is intrinsic, this is personal, I cannot tell you what it is, but ultimately whoever is successful will do this. Dean Sinat.
I'm just here to look around.
Guys.
That was sorry. That was Kai Sinat walked in and there was like no reaction. You would have expected it to be like interesting, you know? Like people like, whoa, it's Kai Sinat, you know?
We have about 5 minutes left in class. I appreciate you all being very attentive. At this point, I will open it up. Does anyone have any questions for me? This is the last time that we will be meeting. So if you have anything for me, let's get it out now. Hands up.
What, does he just do the same class like every day with people? Or does he do like 2 classes and then other people?
What you got?
When's the time that you've almost quit streaming or content creation?
It's a good question. What's the time I almost quit streaming? It was early in my career. I was a part-time employee at a vape company. I was head of marketing. I didn't smoke vapes. I lied on my resume. After, I would go home, I would stream. Work stream was a lot. But I really love streaming. Here's the crazy thing. I had the best stream I had ever had. I averaged 1,000 viewers. The next day, I almost quit. Because I knew the number that would show up would be smaller.
Yeah. I was saying that before. It's a tough thing when you have like a really good time and then boom, it's followed up with like your worst time. It's fucked up, dude. It really fucks you up, man.
And that ate at me. I lied down in my closet for 4 hours instead of going live that day. This is something that you guys might deal with. Okay, maybe it's imposter syndrome, maybe it is just paralyzation. Okay? Here's what I realized. Streaming is an impermanent thing. What you did last stream doesn't fucking matter. You know what people care about is the next stream. And you know what you want people to care about? You. Okay? So if the last stream was shit, who cares? If the last stream was the greatest stream that ever happened, who cares? Streamer U's going great. You know what they're going to say on Twitter in a month about Kai if he doesn't go live? When's the next stream, Kai? Spark up. We want to see something. What you got for us? They don't care that he put in all this work anymore. What's next? And so that's what pushed me.
Let's talk about clips going viral and how to like
How to convert them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, well, speaking
What are
for
you confused
myself,
about it?
how can you convert it? Like, what exactly do you have to do like to convert them? Oh, there's like nothing that you can really do.
So again, the way to convert those people from clips to long form viewers
Just ask the question they already answered before.
is to be authentically you, and the you that they see in the clip is the you that they get when they watch the stream.
I don't think that she's understanding the nuance of what he's saying. It's not super nuanced, but it's like you need to present yourself the way that you present yourself on the stream. Your clip should be a minor version of your stream. Like if you are on stream and most of the time you're just like chill and you're having a nice time, you're just like chatting and fucking around, you should make clips that are that. You can still have pop clips that are like more exciting, but you should be making like chill clips that are mostly like, hey, here's this blah 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 blah, blah. Here's my representation of my content. That's the point that he's making. Instead of making something that's effectively not a good representation of your clip, like that's what you should do. You know, it's like if it's like a fucking Taco Bell, I don't know, made a hamburger. And then, but like when you got there, like you only could get the hamburger 1 hour a day, but it was an amazing hamburger. But like the food is not bad except for the diarrhea. But like you came there for the hamburger. Does that make any fucking sense, dude? You know what I mean?
If there is a big disparity, if you're acting, crazier, more energetic in the clip, and then in the stream, you're like, all right, Chad, what are we doing? Should we get lunch or something? What's Jason doing?
What?
That's not.
No one typed it.
That's nothing.
Joe Bart does a lot of like entertainment reacts, but it's like engaging. He does You Laugh, You Lose streams with stuff viewers. I don't know if that's gonna be. That's the thing too. Is that like I have to balance the content that I want to make with like what I actually want to present. I don't really have an interest in playing video games in like a meaningful capacity or doing like a Laugh You Lose stream, or that doesn't sound interesting to me for what I'm doing, or like testing a Temu product. That could be something that could be interesting for like Rob and Dan if my wife likes it. That's my wife. What the fuck, dude? I just like cut the fuck out of myself. My wife, Jesus Christ. My wife, if she liked that, I would do that on our stuff. But for me, I don't think that that's something that would really get me going. You know, like I do the react stuff. That's why I like the idea of like some kind of like a sub Saturday where I chat with people, or possibly like a video a week where I just kind of talk about a topic myself instead of doing react stuff. That's interesting to me because I like that. Like I can see myself down the line. Like if you ask me like a year from now, I could see myself doing talking in a different way. You know what I mean? That's what I like to do. I like to talk. That's where I would keep my mind in. And it was like, how could I talk differently? So that would make sense to me. 5 years down the line, again, I could see myself doing gym streams potentially. But yeah, I don't know about like trying a Temu product. That doesn't sound like something that I would necessarily enjoy. Like I enjoy talking. I enjoy getting a perspective out there. You know, maybe some kind of like retrospective day. Like I watch so much content. So it might not be a bad idea to do like, a recap on some of the topics that we've talked about, or like some of the things that I've talked about in like my own way. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm off the dome.
Right? That's boring, and they're gonna come and they're gonna see that. But if you're authentically you, maybe you are someone who's really engaged in conversation, really passionate about learning, really passionate about whatever, okay? Then that's what you have to show people in these clips. All right? The other thing is I would also start streaming with the idea, the content funnel, of getting a YouTube video out of it. Of trying to think of these long form outputs, not just streaming for 4 hours and getting 3 Instagram clips. Who cares? Let's get 3 Instagram clips and a YouTube video. We can do both.
Here, that young man with the braids.
Yeah.
His name is Gio. Yeah, he was passing notes.
Gio, you're passing notes in class?
If you want to read it out loud to everybody, you can.
You not what I'm on, mud. Let's slide.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Dean Kai, what's that mean? You not what I'm on, mud. What is it?
Because I wrote that note. This is his note. Oh.
Can
And he
you read that
said,
out for the class?
No, you gotta snitch.
She wrote that? Okay, you're right.
Give me that note right now. Give me that note right now.
Is this like a bit for the class? I don't understand what's happening.
Give me that note. You already showed it.
Oh.
Dean Sinats, let's go.
Dude, what? This is incredibly ridiculous.
Either spit it out or Dean Sinats. You get to pick. All right, give it here.
Don't spit it out.
Fucking Crash out Geo. That's 8. It says crash out Geo. What a waste. Damn, my fingers. What's up? Oh, I got some right here. All right, guys, we got a couple more minutes. Any more questions?
Yeah, I heard you might be.
For someone around the 200 to 300 viewer range, do you think it's better to stream less hours and more so like focus on like planning, like, you know what I mean?
That's a vague question. How much do you stream? Maybe planning, or maybe clipping, or maybe, you know what I mean?
Like,
For someone in the 200 to 300 viewer range, is it worth it to stream less hours? What do you think?
like less hours and plan more, or longer hours and like is it better to like, all right, I'm gonna do like an 8-hour stream, I have one segment, and then like the rest I'm gonna just, you know, abolish? Or do you think like I should only stream and then once I have like no planned content, like end my stream, done?
That's what I would generally say. For the most part, you don't have any planned content, yeah.
Are you trying to get rich in short term or long term? Do you want to make?
I feel like I want longevity.
Do you want like thousands more, or do you want to make maybe hundreds of thousands of more over 5 years? Okay, so then let's think of your future, right? So when you say I do a stream and I plan one segment that's a YouTube video, and then what's the other 6 hours?
Right.
Just whatever happens, abolishing.
Okay, you're abolishing. That's
Bunch of
cool.
Baelish.
What's the point of that? You're making more money because you run more ads, you get more subs, but what does that turn into? Nothing. Poof, it's gone. There's not a YouTube video out of it. The VOD's maybe not that noteworthy. Like, what is the point of that?
Yeah.
You could stream every minute of your life and you'll make more money. And that's the issue with streaming, right? You can always think, oh, I could
Well,
stream.
I understand what he's saying, but that's not necessarily true. Like, I mean, you're not gonna like that. I don't. That's like too simple. Like, if you stream 10 hours a day, I would say that you'll make more money streaming 3 hours a day, because part of it you have to keep in mind is that like I understand what he's saying. You stream longer, more people watch. That's not necessarily true, though, if you can't provide an entertaining experience. If somebody comes into your stream randomly and you're on a 10-hour stream and they're on hour 8 and you're kind of just like sitting there eating a tuna sandwich because you have to eat on your fucking stream, they're going to think that that's the entire 10-hour stream and they're not going to show up. If they show up to your 3-hour stream and you're providing something entertaining, they're going to go like, oh, I'm going to show up again. That's the thing. So
more. It's true. You could make more money if you went live 1 more hour. You make an hour's worth more of money. Okay.
True.
But if you take the time to ideate, if you take the time to elevate what you are doing on the stream,
ideate, elevate, got it.
Then your streams long term make more. I showed you that graph, all right, of my stream. It made $5,500, and I told you the other streams made the YouTube videos made $25,000. I didn't make that 25 instantly. They had to be
Is he just like fucking around in the wheelchair? Or what's going on?
edited. They had to be posted. It took time. It also took the time to come up with the ideas. That made more overall. I would have made more if instead of streaming 6 hours, I streamed 10 hours, and I played more Magic Chameleon. But that wouldn't have meant much, right? It's less efficient. You are not being efficient with your time. Guys, speaking of time, we are at time. All right, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it.
All right, cool. That's all I'm going to watch. Interesting. I think I have a lot to think about. I think this was like a nice, productive thing to watch. So pretty cool.